no sudden attunement to it.
Okay, about the question of what is considered a weapon, would you consider a spell book a weapon?
No.
In that case, I have no interest in this feat at all.
Yes, because you need first of all, Omnius and Elector and Kilroy cannot get this weapon because they need a martial class.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're already like, it's like good that you don't want this because you can't have this.
I can't have like
You
half of the
sound
feats
so
on that list.
insulted.
Hey, all in good
I don't
time.
know.
All in good
Elemental
think the
resistance to fire.
Elemental resistance is also good. Also psychic. Not many things resist psychic for no reason. Or we have all a reason to resist fire and acid right now.
I have my. I'm gonna go with fire so that Operation Meteor can be a little bit more dramatic. I'm already immune to non-magical physical damage, and now the fire won't hurt me, so I can come in that much hotter.
What a way to say.
Alright, time to teleport all the way to the atmosphere where it's just floating around. Start going down slowly.
And new ice age begins with a bang.
Yay!
We're just gonna upgrade it from Operation Media to Operation. I believe it's called Chicxulub.
Chicxulub.
What?
Yeah. Do you
The
know which one I'm talking about?
extinction.
Yeah, the extinction meteor. The thing that
Operation
deleted the
Majora.
dinosaurs.
Oh God. Actually, that name works because Majora is a star.
Mm.
I think, if I remember correctly, as
We're
well
all
as
in
the.
here.
5
Well,
minutes in
yeah.
already.
Well, I mean, we're all also live.
Well,
Hello, people of the internet.
regarding the
Hello.
machine feats, who cares about a specific resistance? Just get advantage on death saves in general.
Yeah.
It's more of the generalist approach.
Don't worry. As
But
time-
most of the people there, like two
No,
people,
no,
have a way against death.
I just remembered Canis Major and Ursa Major. Never mind. Are we ready?
Question
Yeah.
is, are we? Are you?
Are we though?
Are you?
Maybe.
Ready as
Maybe.
ever.
Possibly.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Okay. So,
Potentially, yes.
no, not even gonna reach the 10-minute mark. We're gonna fucking speedrun this. Cool.
Oh, shit.
Everybody wants that fucking dragon, dude. I get it. I fucking get it. Sally killed the dragon, not in its lair.
Everybody else going out of their way to loot the dragon in a frantic fervor, and Omnius just walking around picking up random body parts like, oh, yeah, okay. Yep, that's a finger. I can use that.
So,
half of a head. I can use that too.
Oh my god, half of the head? And the eye still intact? Score!
An intestine? Ooh!
Quite literally, he's just making a very neat pile of body part. Well, not pile so much as like organized row. Like, okay, I'm pretty sure this goes to this one.
Just
this
literally
goes to this
anatomy.
one.
Do you know these dissection images? Like he's just, like literally next to the dragon. He's just setting up the entire dragon again.
So
Like,
he's just
is
sitting
it?
down
Are you
next to
talking
all
about
the
like the butcher shark?
He's about to be Bubba.
Damien Hirst. Was it Damien Hirst? Damien Hirst? I believe it was that.
Eric's autonomous is about to be Bubba.
Oh no! Not Bubba! He's just gonna get a fucking human made. Just a mask of human flesh on top of his own. I mean, it's a spooky month. Happy spooky month, everybody, because it's October the 3rd now. So yeah.
Spooky month.
Everybody's
Spooktober.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be spooky, and Omnis is gonna wear a bag of human or humanoid leather over him.
I am built quite literally like a refrigerator, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah. So, okay. So I guess there's no way to stopping it. So, head count. Everybody's here. Everybody's present.
Yeah.
Yeep.
Cool.
In body, but not mind or spirit.
Oh God, true. Rog also here, I assume.
Yes, I
Cool.
am.
So, session 39. You killed a dragon. Congratulations. Pretty much to summarize, you defended Green Shade, fucked a bunch of minotaurs, a salamander, and to top it all off, a fucking dragon. Not any kind, but also an ancient black kind. A few of you got quite injured. Few of you didn't even break a sweat. And it all ended up by basically the dragon getting just eviscerated from within using a giant ass keg of gunpowder and grenades in its mixture. But it was basically revitalized and resurrected by the Emperor for a moment before Kilroy's book, The Dragon's Betrayer, snatched its literal soul from the body, thus stopping its resurrection in the process. And with also that, you all gain a mythic level 2. So, the combat was over, and Marshall gave you a go ahead to basically go and get your first picking, so whatever you want. Kilroy went into the dragon's maw, going deeper into its stomach for hopes of finding treasure, while the rest are preparing to get parts, which of course you desire. So, without
I'm just standing there and I need a bigger knife.
just okay. So, with that being said and done,
Want to borrow my rapier?
Do you have a rapier?
Yeah, I've had a rapier this whole time.
so Lecter, you would know that at the moment, using your keen mind, it's
Can't
about
hear shit. Okay, now I can hear.
yeah, it's about 3:30 in the morning. It is raining. It is a bit chilly, but it's a tropical weather, so it's fine. The rain and the storm above clear mostly, but the rain is pouring down and just kind of washing away all the ash from the dome and dousing all the fires nearby that were raging and slowly declining. So, who wants to begin their own process? Who wants to go first, trying to dissect what they want?
How many body parts do I find?
I'm gonna go with the first. Let's go from the outside of the dragon, then the body parts, then the inside of the dragon. So, Ken, let's start with you.
Yeah.
There are multiple scales on its back that are longer because where it's less flexible, the scales can be longer and larger and thicker to protect more vital organs, but somewhere like between the fingers or in the neck area, they are smaller, more delicate scales. You find quite a handful that would literally make a whole hammock for you and one individual person. Not purposely Lena, but anybody, including Grok, to just chill like a hammock.
Oh yeah, let's go chill privately.
So you find yourself plenty enough of scales to go through. Of course, it's gonna take time, but you got yourself quite a you got yourself time. Nobody's stopping you. So you're going to do that. Rog. Okay, Lecter. So,
That was a switch.
hey, I'm going from top
I'm not
to bottom.
complaining. I'm not complaining. Go ahead.
Okay. So, oh god. So, Lecter, the first things first. Easiest things to extract from all the wounds that were afflicted in combat by the barrel that I have like mostly healed, but there's still some wounds, tiny wounds, but comparing to you can stick a whole hand in it, that are oozing slowly this thick, slightly acidic black dragon's blood that you can extract, some blood if you want.
I will.
Of course, the wing is easy enough for you to gather. Same as fangs, because despite being large, you just need a bit of force, or just if you really want to just say fuck it, just carve a piece that you like and just take it, because nobody's gonna give a damn. Scales are easily to find because you can count uh, from like thousands of tiny ones that could basically fit your finger to dozens that could just coat or basically overshadow your entire body.
I'm looking for something roughly the size of like my palm.
There's plenty of those scales in the neck area and in the more flexible parts.
I'll just rip out 3, and the last part is gonna be done after somebody else tries to mess with the eye.
Alrighty, gotcha. So, and now as for Rog. Rog,
Yes.
while everybody's taking your decision to decide what you want to take and which size or either scale or muscle or sample that you want to take, you just see Rog grabbing his knife and just starts slowly but surely hacking up a piece, like not a piece, a whole claw off. And Rog, you might not realize this, but you're hacking a claw of a giant ancient dragon. Have you ever seen the picture or the meme of a guy who ordered the slipper that is like so big that he can literally sit in it and chill in it?
Yes.
Yes, that's basically you, but a lot larger than that. So it's gonna take a while.
Okay.
And as
I'm-
for your other components, they're all there. The hand has claws. The horns are massive, so you can have fragments as much as you want. Bone, of course, as you go through the claw, is gonna be plentiful.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I think the webbing is easy enough
Yes.
to acquire afterwards.
it's easy to acquire. It just takes time. But since time is not an issue, everybody takes their time with that. So now that
Alright.
everybody's busy slowly dismantling or salvaging the dragon for the parts they want, Omnius, please roll an investigation check. Because with your first perception check, looking over the body, the entire, maybe if it wasn't for the people with their own primitive range weaponry, with that gunpowder pouches that they all had, or some of them had, probably there was a better chance of something surviving, something more whole.
Well, a whole bunch of them got partially dissolved. I'm betting there might be a few pieces left around. I don't
Yeah.
need much.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just overlooking.
I rolled
So
an 18 in my investigation.
yes, you rolled a 17, 18. So it is. Well, it is a gruesome place. There's how to say this.
Organics do tend to make a mess, don't
Yeah,
they?
but interestingly enough, the only pieces that actually remained with any flesh intact are ones that were covered by some sort of armor. So you got yourself quite a few bodies that were in half or full plate that only have their chest remaining, while the chest plate itself is immensely scorched. The rest of the body is missing, but once you look over the plate, you just see, like, if you like shake it a bit, you feel the you feel the still warm flesh jiggling in there.
Oh, yep. There's some organic jelly left in this one. All right, we can
So-
use this.
So yeah, you find I would say you find about 8 different individual body parts that not belong to the same individual. 5 chest plates, 3 chest plates, not 5 chest plates, 2 leg armors that kind of kept the leg intact, and 1 helmet that was kind of like a full helmet that covered the entire face. And you see the head of the wearer is still kind of intact, but most definitely dead.
Question:
Yes,
Is the jaw still attached?
the jaw is still attached.
I need to have a conversation with Gavel. I am going to hold on to this particular one.
Okay. So you're looking at the head. It looks like an older dwarf, maybe in his 50s, 40s, getting a bit grayer, and he has that look of shock as his final moments were. So with
I'm going
that,
to ask anybody around, but be very careful who I ask to try to make sure that the marshal doesn't hear. But I'm going to try to ask, like, just a low-ranking podunk, random member of the militia, just somebody who's clearly not important.
Mhm.
Happen to know who this one was?
uh, roll me a persuasion check. Because people are gathering, and let's just say it's by the minute everybody's celebrating, but as minutes pass, the celebrations are slowly transitioning in mourning for the people who died. As you can see, unarmed people from the more like the tenty side of Green Shades are coming over, seeing who survived. And let's just say there are quite a few people who are not really happy of the outcome. Um, so, it, so you can look over to the dragon while your companions are kind of doing their own stuff. You can see Marshall's kind of staying there completely amazed by the core they got, and you kind of just get the helmet, kind of unhinge it to show the actual face, and you kind of just start to quickly just ask around to see if anybody recognized this face. And you well, not recognize, young adult, maybe in his early 20s, if not younger, who looks quite skittish, but looks, how to say this, I guess fake bravery, someone who would really act bravely until something actually happens, then they cower, and just kind of points at the head as you ask around. He's kind of, he was a shoemaker. I don't know.
Shoemaker. Those can be those can be very useful in upcoming settlements, cobblers. All right. Well known around the area? Somebody of any sort of...
Yes, he's the only one who actually knows how to cobble shoes properly. Oh, he kind of looks, and he kind of looks at the head with that realization of like, oh.
Oh, don't worry. It's all up to the marshal at this point. If he wants to pony up, we can bring him back.
Okay. Pardon me, as he kind of passes by and just starts yelling out a name, and then he finds one of the older people in the militia, and they kind of give a bro hug, if you will. So.
That's it for me.
Okay. God damn it, Rog. Okay. So So since everybody outside kind of decided what they want to do and basically know what they're gonna do for quite a bit to make sure they get the best possible outcome. Kilroy, let's go to your little adventure. So, also, just out of curiosity, would anybody just like care about Kilroy as he's literally walking into the maw of the dragon that you just slew?
I was keeping an eye on him for like a few seconds after the entire thing with the
Okay.
after the soul extraction shit, but after that it pretty much went away.
Okay, so oh boy. So Kilroy,
Yep.
Rock, can you stop DMing me? You got a
Okay.
whole week. You failed.
Sorry.
So, Kilroy,
Yeah.
the air is acidic, the ground is mushy and fleshy. Uh, Occasionally, you see puddles of still active acid that with just by passing by just feels like it's um, feeling like a rash on your skin just by being nearby. The muscles occasionally twitch inside of its mouth as you're going deeper and deeper into the belly of the beast, literally. What are you hoping to find, Kilroy?
I'm looking for anything that still is there.
Roll me a perception check.
27.
Oh my fucking god. Oh yeah, because you used the proficiency. Yeah, true.
That's without the +5.
Oh,
Because it's a dead dragon now.
okay.
That's
Oh,
my
true.
normal
Yeah,
perception.
true. Because it's whatever. It's you still pass. Um, so it's how do I say this? The first few feet uh is easy enough for you to go as you basically exit the outside, going deeper into this cave, if you will. It is it is uh, big enough, the throat of the beast. So how does it? It is big enough for two or maybe three people being shoulder to shoulder just walk down this dragon's throat. So traveling for you alone is a foolish endeavor, but is definitely plausible. So, making your way, you start to see as you're going deeper and deeper into the neck, and only good half a minute later, because it's not long, but it's treacherous. It's slippery and it's not nice, to say the least. Eventually, you make it to the belly of the beast, and what you find there is a lot of carcasses of humanoids, minotaurs, salamanders, and roll me a medicine check.
Hey,
You don't know what it devoured, but you assume that it's some sort of demon by just its hellish appearance. Um, but yeah, there's just a a lot of stuff that is slowly, in real time, getting slowly disintegrated into a large bath of acid that is still active in its stomach. You're maybe good 5-8 feet above the actual pool, overlooking this whole thing as it slowly dissolves.
Alrighty.
But the path ends there, unless you want to take a bath in acid.
I'll test my
You're gonna test what?
ray of frost to see if it would stay there for a little bit before going away in the pool of acid.
So, as you cast the pool on the pool of acid, ray of frost, for a moment there's a nice thick layer of ice. But before you start to take your first steps, you start to hear this sound of sizzling as the ice begins to break into like multiple pieces and just kind of slowly sink into the acid. And before they reach the depths of the stomach, it's already dissolved.
Alright, I'm going to cast it again and can count how many seconds it lasts until it disappears.
Oh
And
god.
then try rushing past it while doing that. And repeat. To
Okay.
get further.
Okay. Uh, it takes less than 3 seconds to ice to begin to just break apart and just drift into the bottom of the stomach. And
Alrighty.
as you're making those how to say this, as you're making those how to say this experiments, you start to see more and more bodies in the that were kind of still there above the acid but were slowly sinking in. Quite a few of them already sank to the bottom and are just like getting dissolved. You see flesh, bone, wood, leather, metal getting just disintegrated in like moments to seconds.
Okay.
So, but despite your just overlooking this and having your true sight, Kirai, you see at the bottom quite a few glints of evocation, necromancy, illusion, and enchantment magic that are
Oh,
that are basically focused on quite a few items at like the I would say at like the pinnacle point of the stomach, like the most how to say this, like at the very bottom of the stomach, where there's
alrighty.
nothing that you can see. Quite a few items that are there, like the shade of it, but because they're quite deep, maybe 15, 18 feet deep in this uh, darkish acid, it's really hard to discern what those items are.
Okay. Did Autonomous actually cast the resistance against acid too on me? From that
Yeah.
session?
Did you do to Kurai?
No, I don't.
Last session,
That's a concentration spell.
Oh, so I forgot who you cast on, but I definitely know that it's not Kurai, and if it was, it's kind of over.
I don't recall casting it. I didn't see. I also don't have any third level spell slots used.
Ah,
So that implies to me that I didn't cast that spell. Like I only have
Oh.
2 fourth level spell
oh,
slots used at all.
I forgot that you were theorizing about what would happen if you cast on Kurai, and I said you get denied 3/4 of acid damage. At the moment, you just have the ring, no resistance to element.
just half.
Absorb element would be very useful right about now.
Yeah, Yes.
Let's see. Is it a touch?
How
Yeah, it's a
far
touch
is the
spell.
middle of that stomach to get the items?
Uh, it is like I said. You're about 5, 8 foot from the acid. Like basically overlooking the pool, like this large pool.
I'm seeing how far it is
Like I said, it's about maybe 15, 18 feet. So
already.
it's a good 20, 26, 25 feet drop. But then again, it is fucking acid. Not even
Yeah.
that. It's ancient dragon acid. Remember, remember, my good sir, you only have 61 HP.
I know.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
How much
I know
how
what you
much
guys are thinking he's gonna do.
flesh is there
Huh?
in bone? How much flesh and bone is in the body right now that I see in the stomach?
If you see um if you see any bone going into acid pit, it basically disappears in matter of seconds. Uh, the only things that stay for a while are metal items.
How much metal scrap is there?
Uh, well, every few seconds there's like a good shield, chest plate, some iron-tipped arrows that are just kind of drifting in deeper. They kind of just.
Alrighty. I'm going to emit animate object small on metal scrap to go retrieve the rings. All
Oh,
the magical items.
oh my god. Um,
Wow.
5th level.
5th level, you say, my good sir.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll me an intelligence check. Oh my
Dirty
god.
20.
Oh my fucking god.
Very beautiful.
So, you know that with some type of metal, you have a certain amount of time before it's basically null and void, and eventually it's just gonna dissipate. So you have a really limited time. So you wait for a few seconds until like the next batch of humanoids collapse into the acid, and you cast a spell as soon as those humanoids are no longer humanoids but their former armors, and you kind of make this small, how do I say this? A small, tiny crab that is made of metal from, how to say this? Pike heads, uh, arrow heads, and chainmail that are basically immediately as they animate just rush towards the towards the bottom, and with its chainmail tries to scoop up as many items as he possibly can before starting to make its way towards you. And before it basically reaches the end of the pool on your side, you see the spell is starting to dissipate because most of its metal has already like dissolved.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Because it's
If
not
that
gonna
batch
reach.
is gone, I'll just wait for another batch to fall down and then redo it. I got 2 more 5th level spells.
Oh my god. um,
This is some galaxy brain shit right here.
yeah, it is.
Amazing. My respects.
Thanks for a gift of higher magic.
Oh my god, gift of higher magic. What a chat. Um, roll me another intelligence check, but this time with advantage, please. Okay,
16.
16. So, now you know how fast you can make from the bottom to the dead. From getting like how to say this, the mass, uh, collapsing into acid and then extinguishing into metal, and forming the metal to grab as much as you can before making your way. You know that you got the things closer and they're slowly just kind of falling into the acid, but they're still kind of good 5-6 feet from like the surface. So what you literally do is wait for another batch. See a large shield fall in as well. You
Oh.
animate the shield, and you animate some smaller pieces of metal that are almost fall like disintegrated, and you make basically the shield into jellyfish. The shield, the backside of the shield is at the front, and there's a small propeller at the back from all the scrap that are pushing it forward, and you basically get this small shield just scoop up everything that was kind of slowly drifting into the acid again, and it's kind of picks it up and just kind of scoots to the very surface and just next to you and just kind of holding there for a few moments. What would you like to do?
I'll grab the thing and make sure I'm not touching any of that acid. I'll take some of that suffering damage, but
Con save.
tapped.
Con save.
Con, okay.
Ooh. Let's see. So, my good sir. My good
Holy
sir.
shit!
Half.
Yeah, you take, my good sir, 16 acidic damage. So it would be 45. Hey, you're at half HP now. As basically, uh, despite not wanting to dunk your hand into the acid, the whole shield is covered in acid. There's pools of it. So you literally grasp the shield, and chuck it into your side, like from the basin of acid, and you basically get everything out, including the animated object. But as soon as you let go, you start to feel your hand just in pain as well. Skin starts to peel off, and it's not nice. It's painful. Uh, but you got your shit out. So
I'm just going to wait a little bit until all that acid gets away from the magic items before messing with them.
So, um, it takes a good minute, despite being in an acid-filled stomach. Um, the odor is noxious and acidic, but it's not lethal yet. Um, so it takes only a good half a minute as you see most of the shield literally disintegrating, and small pieces of it just kind of skid into the bath again, while the most like the valuables, I guess, the magical items, are kind of on the surface. As you, I assume you have a knife or some stick, some sort of reachable item just to scoot away.
After the shield dissipates, I'm going to do Ray of Frost on the magic items to freeze the acid on it.
Okay.
And then if that ice doesn't melt, then I'll just start messing with it.
So, you cast a ray of frost on a small area, and coating the items in this thin, well, kind of thick layer of frost, and you start to hear sizzling, but eventually it stops, and the whole piece, the items that you just extracted, are kind of just now in this one ice cube that you can hear just slightly sizzling from inside, but it's not sufficient enough to melt the ice away. So you now just have like a block of like, imagine if you just like, it's winter, you'd throw a a wet towel into like the outside, and then the next day you go grab it. Basically that you just have this blob of ice.
Alright, I'm just going to put that blob of ice in the bag of holding.
Okay.
And then, can I scoop some of it the acid into bottles?
Yeah. It's easily enough doable. Um, it takes a bit handling, but yes, you do you have the amount of bottles that you want to fill? Because I don't think
I
you
was
do.
gonna go back out and then try and get some.
Well, I mean, the pool of acid is there. It's not gonna go away for a bit, so
So I'll just be heading out.
yeah.
Gonna gather 10 empty bottles.
So, um, Lecter, nobody wants the eye, and you're kind of just standing there and trying to figure out what to do.
Honestly, kind of surprised me. Whatever.
You
It's
see,
their choice.
I mean, Marshall told you that it's your first picking, so nobody
Hmm.
wants. And
Yeah, I
Marshall,
was expecting that like someone from the party would
I was
also
thinking
go to that.
Rog would have went for it.
Well,
Everyone to their own.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We don't need Dragon Eye jelly jam for our toast.
Apparently, you need the dragon's feet though for some reason.
So, anyway,
Nah, just a toe.
That's even worse, I think.
it's
Make a hangnail joke.
So yeah,
Ugh.
so you basically just look kind of just like sheepishly, like, okay, who's gonna anybody wants to
if
try?
not, I guess I'm gonna start. Um, it's going to be really annoying because I only have a small knife. But
Yeah.
my goal is to slightly carve open the eyelid, like on the side, in an attempt to get to the ocular muscle on the side of the eye. For reference, I'm specifically aiming for superior rectus and lateral rectus.
Good.
I'm sorry, wrecked what?
Oh,
Eye
boy.
muscles.
So
Yeah, I know
yeah,
that. I was. Never mind.
you basically start to dig into the eye, and there's a lot of slushing and sound that does not really feel comfortable. Um, Ken, you found the scales, and you're slowly carving it out with your rapier. It's basically a really long, well, not long. It's like gonna take you a few dozen minutes for each scale, but it's more
Yeah.
than efficient comparatively because it's a black dragon. Um, so yeah, Rock, you're tearing through the muscle slowly, nicely. I don't know what you want to do with the meat, but there's a lot of it.
I'm not taking the meat. If somebody wants the meat, they can have it. I am not
Okay.
taking
Yeah.
the meat.
Yeah. I'd like to roll me a medicine check
That
without
can be
advantage.
done.
Oh,
Why would I have advantage?
Because you had the book of medicine from Norn, so that's why.
I don't right now.
No,
I gave it to Bookworm, and I'm gonna get it back later.
I
18.
know.
oh, I'm emptying the marrow. Just as a side note, I don't want that shit.
Okay. It's gonna take a while for you to get the claw first, my dude. So, uh, you look, you basically carve and you start to extract the muscle, and then you realize that either by just the creature being dead and how medicine should work, as after some time the body, even if it's dead, the muscles are still alive. You see the eye's muscles are reacting to your uh, extraction. Um, and
For fuck's sake, I hope this is rigor mortis.
um, you assume so, because that's the solution. But what else you start to see is there's like out of just looking over and just starting cutting, you start to see small black spots on the muscle itself. And then you see just one, like every once in a while, then you see a couple, and you start to see that they're kind of slowly just spreading out on the muscle. And knowing that usually natural diseases or parasites or whatever don't spread that much, it must be some other non-physical origin that is causing this.
Quickly, let me check something. Why is this not a ritual?
Why is this not? So yeah,
I'm still trying to extract it for now, and I'm just keeping an eye on it.
okay.
Reference image is in memes.
Okay.
For reference, human ocular muscle is like the width of hairs, or
Yeah.
even thinner.
But the
Upscale to dragon, it would
dragon's gonna be
upscale to
Right.
dragon scale. You
Have
would
you
literally assume that.
have you ever? It's not your regular pasta noodles. It's more like it's the really
ropes.
no. It's like really thin ones. Like
Hmm.
how to say this?
Yeah. It's really fine.
Yeah, it's really fine and it's really durable as well.
I got a question that just popped into my brain for no reason.
Uh-huh.
How big can the target be, or the target object can be, for a enlarge reduce?
A person.
Oh, just a person?
Hmm.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
Would make the job easier, but eh.
yeah, so yeah, you're just witnessing this escalation of these small spots on the muscle. Um and about the same time, Kilroy is kind of just slowly coming out of the mouth triumphantly with his fucking burned hand just walking out like, hey.
You okay?
Touch the acid.
So
Anyone has bottles?
I have a few probing bottles left, like these tiny ones.
That won't do.
That will do. That's the only ones I have.
Marfa just kind of looks at you, Kilroy. If you want, you can go into the city and try to bargain for more bottles.
All right.
Does anybody have
Start
the
running
spell
for
to
it.
enlarge me? Would make cutting this a lot quicker.
Wait a second. Can I do this? No, I can't.
It lasts for 1 minute.
That won't help much.
Well, would help making a bigger cut quicker.
Like 2 of them.
So, Marfa just kind of stretches and yawns. Well, you guys can continue on your job. I'm gonna go take some rest. I got a bit of beating. So he kinda walks away from the carcass, leaving you with it. Basically, you're kind of left alone with the body, except for like a few onlookers that are kind of looking from distance, still kind of fearful for a dragon to just show up. You can, Omnius, you can hear quite a
Out of nowhere.
you can hear quite a bit of gossip about what happened, who killed it. Is it gonna come alive? Are more coming? Are we safe? Kind of just genuine questions that would be on everybody's mind if they're just trying to live here.
Well, in answer to those questions, General Onlookers, I point to Ken. He fucking killed it. So he's the hero of the day. Good on you. Give Ken like a thumbs up. Yeah.
Thumbs bucket back.
It's probably not going to stay dead for long, or if it does, who knows? You're all probably dead, or at least since you're organic, you're definitely dead eventually. It's just a matter of when.
Wow.
Not helping.
Nihilistic robot. I love it.
Now one that's fucking it's like that Skeletor meme, like Omnius will come back next week with more disturbing facts and just fucking
Yeah.
Ah, joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
and he
Oh,
literally
God.
runs into the dragon's maw and just disappears.
A week later, he just comes out.
Yeah.
You know,
Ready
we
for
could
your
make
second
our
act.
own version of Gray Skull. Call it Black Skull.
Oh god. So, Omnius, you got some good, interesting stuff happening in your overall vision with the bees. Um, remember your good old pal, the elf that was kind to you, the druid, the high chief.
Yeah,
Uh,
the one who I shit talked his boss pretty bad.
yeah. Um, he is now just chilling by the tree in chains, surrounded by uh, four more druids or similar looking ones. You can see it's his dwarven companion, the Tabaxi companion, also in chains but less cuffed. Like, um, and you're basically see Kellic, the arch druid, just kind of walking back and forth. And
So you know that list that I've been working on?
um,
It just got a little bigger.
so and you can, I mean,
I'm
it's a,
going to start the process of having a few bees try to figure out everything that they can about where the rest of where that archdruid actually comes from, where his area is, and then I'm going to start the mass construction of hives all
okay.
across the landscape.
Wait, this is not over. You start to see that. And of course, there's plenty of bees that are close to you, and you basically hear Kellic speak. Ah, god damn it. Where was the fucking thing I prepared? God damn it. I thought that that's the page. Okay, found it.
That's what he says?
Fuck you.
Sorry. You know, I can't stop myself from making quick funnies.
Yeah. Druids Agridas, on behalf of your crimes that you committed currently and from your past crimes that you were sentenced here as your penance, I hereby sending you back to Arias for trial. May the high spirits have mercy on your souls. And then you just hear a slight rumble, like a small earthquake, just starting up, and every druid seems caught off guard. And then you just see this tree starting to grow nearby to Kellic, and Kellic just kind of offensively extends his staff, like preparing to fight. And you see this about 7.5 foot tall tree just growing out, and then immediately getting covered in branches, like extensively. Like there's no space, there's just branch that are just weighing each other down, and just like, I don't even know how to say it. It looks like it's like a bunch of it's like a ghillie suit, but out of
Ugly.
branches. Um,
Okay.
and then you just see the tree starting to move closer to Kellic. And he just looks at Kellic, and Kellic just, identify yourself. Who are you? And he kind of just extends his staff. And the the tree just says, "I'm a honorable guest of this. You can call me the botanist. Um, I hear you sentenced my friend to a trial, and I think it's only fair that every side of the story must be heard for the trial, for justice to be served full." Kel just kind of takes back a bit and just kind of, how to say this, uh, reinvents himself for a bit and just kind of looks over the individual, which by all means and cases looks like just a bunch of branches hanging down from top to bottom. So I assume you want to come with us. It, you can see its head part, like the top of the trees, just kind of moves slightly up and down. and you just see this bafflement for a few seconds, and then the the headpiece just kind of turns to you, Omnius, as one of your bees, like it's looking at you. Oh,
Okay.
and bring the companions that been here recently. Their story might be relevant as well. Um, Kelly just kind of looks at where the tree was looking, and then notices the bee, and then kind of looks at the tree back. If you know where to go and find them, please bring them here. Then we can all travel to Aurelius and figure out the fate of this man as he kind of shows how to say this, extends his hand towards the bee as like a call out, I guess, and looking at it. And then the tree just kind of nods again and says, "Well, I'm off." And you just see Emil, it just kind of submerges into the ground. Um, Omnius, as soon as the as soon as the tree fades from that place, and Kelly's just like shrugs and just kind of looks at the house and says, "Well, I guess you got yourself some defense. I really wish I could provide some, but you know." And you can see the elf shrug. And immediately as that is over, you start to see, like, good 7-8 feet in front of you, the same familiar tree starting to rise up from the ground.
Like
Decked out.
from actual Omnius?
Yes. Yes. And yeah, you
Well,
basically see.
Omnius.
Hmm?
I just want to set the scene a little bit. He was going through collecting all the body parts. He watched the marshal go off to go do his thing. He's okay, like standing over the body parts, admiring them, inventorying. Oh, let's take a moment and see. Oh, that's interesting. And he just stops, watches all this play out. He's getting ready to teleport. Like he looks over towards the party and has his hands up like he's about ready to say something to Lecter. And then this
I'm just
tree
standing there with this
ground here.
Yeah, you basically
the muscle there.
it looks like a small tree that just like it looks like a root, like if somebody pulled out a really massive root and it just grows and grows, and you just see this fucking 7.5 foot tall individual standing in front of you, Omnius. Morning.
Hello.
I assume
Arius,
you
you
know.
say.
I assume you would know our little delicate matter that involves everyone, as he kind of gives a bit louder voice and just kind of looks over the rest of you as you're
Full
kind
attention by
of.
Lecter now as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already out going for some grass.
So,
Okay. I look over at Lecter. So, up for a distraction and diversion?
What do you need? Incendiary, explosive, cryotic,
no.
illusionary.
He kind of nods wildly and kind of walks towards you, Lecter. We don't need violence. We need conversation.
I had that a few times, and it always ended in the same concept. Anyway, yes. What may it be?
What he said.
He kind of looks at you, Lecter, and You just see it. He's kind of just staring you down for a moment. I guess I need you to tell me the truth. I did uh, saw you, everyone around you, approaching the old elf, inquiring about his happenings, his objects, his projects, his outcomes, his desires. So I guess I'll need you to tell the truth, for apparently he faces a very serious crime. And then kind of he looks at you, Omnius. One that will probably certainly end in death.
Now, out of curiosity and point of clarification, this crime wasn't because of something that I had him do, was it?
He kind of shakes his head.
This is a legitimate concern in my life.
He kind of shakes his head. Nope. It has been decades, almost up to a century since his final crimes. So, I guess.
You see him do that, like wipe his forehead, even though he's a robot, and that clearly is going to do no good. He's like, "All right, good to know, good to know."
Dodged a bullet
I
there.
hate his boss. I absolutely hate his boss. So anything I can do to make him look like shit, I'm in.
I guess telling the truth would suffice. For all I heard him, all the times he sheltered me in his little sanctuary, he's been kind to me, tending to his crops, sheltering the poor and the needy. Sure, he has
He
some
certainly
flaws,
helped us out.
but aren't we all flawed?
Well, so Lecter, I
Yes.
guess we'll make this a little bit clearer. Druids, I think you were around a little bit when we ran into them. You of course
course.
were there when we ran into your other, that whole incident with the thing. So, yeah,
There were
they're
a
in
few
trouble.
incidents since then. So okay.
They're in trouble because his boss is an asshole. I've already told him off once. I'm looking forward to doing it again. I'm going to get involved in some druid business. Apparently, they want you involved too. All of you, I'm guessing. Oh, not real keen on depositions, but
The I guess the plan, the tree, just kind of looks at all of you. Well, all of your voices would be useful. After all, you all met him. You would all give your accounts of what you thought about him.
well, I'm committed. You guys choose, I guess. I can do multiple things at once, so if you guys choose not to, I'll just stick around. But it'll be like a side project.
Well,
Honestly, I have quite a few things planned right now, and I'm kind of lifting up the ocular muscle on my shoulder. I'm pretty much carrying it around like a coil of rope right now.
yeah.
This is going to take up quite a bit of time. At least if it works out the way I want it to. Quick question. Have any of you any experience with sewing? It's quite a random question. But
Immediately, the tree just kind of shakes his head. Plants are
would
more.
have assumed that much. Still. Yeah. I will find a way to deal with this. But
So
I'd be fine with dealing with some druid business. One condition though, that would most likely be something Omnius would have to do. As you can imagine, just kind of lifting with the rope thingy right now. This stuff is heavy and cargo is limited. Could we transfer this to the ship before we set off for the druid business?
Oh, absolutely. I could take that to there for you, no problem. Also, and I look at the tree. Definitely going to be at least 24 hours before we're able to get on the road. Got a couple of things to handle around here. Motioning to the giant dead spiky cat.
Um,
Kind of just took care of a thing, a little bit of business, but yes. Then after that,
you can see the shrub just kind of looks over the dragon like it's finally acknowledged it. Ah, I can see.
That.
So that's what's been causing all the smoke. Interesting, interesting. You can see it kind of walk up to it, like to its closest feature, which I think would be its like chin, and you can just hear. How do I say this? Like, it gets really close, and you start to hear like slight noises of kicking. Hmm. Anyway, if you need
that's an odd sound.
transportation, I can help with that. As
Yeah, that would be helpful, but again, it'll be at least 24 hours before we're ready to go anywhere. So I just want to make sure we get that in there.
I'll notify Kellic, and I'll hope I'll see you soon. I guess he kind of
Of
looks
course.
over. And it kind of just starts to just sink back to the ground.
Druids are weird. I don't understand how exactly your powers work, but certainly interests me.
In
If I had
fairness, I have no idea.
if I had the time for it, I certainly would conduct an in-depth analysis. But that would require a whole set of different tests that I do not want to bear you, or like bother you with, or anyone else, honestly. Have you ever heard of arcane core dissection?
No, that's a new one on me.
It's better that you don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, I actually have no idea how any of my powers work. Everything that I do is still programmed to be cast via arcane means, and it just does this now. It's pretty good though. I'll take it.
You
Oh,
were
boy.
arcane before this, weren't you? Yeah. Oh, I remember. All of
Yep,
that
I
shit.
was originally a sorcerer killing robot.
Looking
Time
over
for
to the
the
direction Kirai
Yeah.
ran after.
So Kirai basically went into look for bottles from investigation check. Ken, about at this point,
Yeah.
you managed to acquire more than enough scale for exoskeleton. You have these 3 large scales
I'm back.
that you can literally just
Okay.
slide off the dragon.
And now gonna start looking for additional ones. I don't know what the price of this stuff is. Or would be.
Okay. I mean they all
So I
look.
can have extra money for,
Yeah. So X just there's a bunch of scales. Like they're small, tiny, bigger. Uh you can see Svita is slowly recovering. Jack looks just looks by the campfire looking at the dragon, says nothing, but he has this distasteful look at him. Zan just kind of doesn't even care about the dragon. He just kind of eats a tomato. I don't know where he got the tomato, but he's eating a tomato.
I was really scared for a second that he was eating the dragon.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
Same.
no, 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 no.
Why are you all scared of the dragon meat? Come on, it's tasty, it's nutritious.
Don't.
Softly, don't.
Softly.
This
Don't.
is gonna require in-depth testing, including test subjects. I propose critters for this if they ascend to godhood before us. I guess we have another god to kill.
You look at your capybara, Ken. which is
Yeah.
kind of just chilling with the elves, like the crew of Jack, just kind of chilling with the capybara.
Huh,
So yeah, everybody's
lovely.
kind of just chilling by the fire, minding their own business, including Lena, because she looks. She had a notion to go closer, but then Kira came out and just showed the fucking burned out hand as like, and just kind of walked back to the campfire, chilling, as all of you just kind of slowly dissect. So Ken, you make the quickest work, then goes Lecter, and then goes Rog. Rog, it takes good 3 hours for you to get the claw off.
Okay.
It's a massive claw, and it's really fucking heavy. Like, we're talking really, really fucking heavy.
I don't know if Lecter's going to be happy about this. Where's that bag of holding?
That won't fit. In no sense.
I mean, if we remove the rib, maybe.
Hey,
You don't get it,
quick,
Rock.
quick reference. Wait a second. Let me do this. The bag of holding has a maximum weight of like 500 pounds.
I'll drag it to the ship.
You can't.
You won't.
Oh,
This
wait.
thing is the size of a car.
Yes.
Alright.
It.
I'm gathering the other stuff. Then I'm splitting that claw in two.
Okay. So remember how you basically gave me like
Half a
six.
car.
You remember how you gave me like 6 regions, 5, 6 stuff you want to get to the dragon. 5 of those things you can get from the claw. Like you want to get a fang, you can get it from the claw.
There's a fang on the claw?
Just those bony spikes.
Yeah. Like a fang
I get-
is like a nail on a finger, right?
It's kind of different material, but okay.
Similar material.
Yeah, but like still.
Right then.
So it is. Yeah, you cut it off. It's big. You can't move it.
It's really hard to visualize this because I don't have any visual.
I
but-
did notify.
I can give you a mental image. Do you know these like camping trucks?
Camping truck.
Yeah? 3 of those next to each other.
Okay, I'm going to take the equivalent of like half a car then.
Dragging that around will be fun.
I still
And
have a lot
remember,
of carrying
500
capacity.
Huh?
Yeah, you'll just drag that thing behind.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. Oh boy.
I just want to have a lot of materials so I can, leave room for error.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, you start to cut off the pieces. What are the rest of you doing?
Everything's been gathered.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
most of you. Rog is now just figuring out what to do with the claw. It's like he's just like.
I mean,
thought
you could
the-
have told me before that the whole thing
He
wouldn't
did.
be
I
carried.
told you
You-
so
you
many
told me.
times. I told you so many times. I told you in combat. I told you in combat. The dragon is about 100 foot long and about 60 foot tall. Imagine a dog, and then imagine trying to get one of its legs or its paws. Imagine the size of it.
I'm gonna go up to Lecter. It's like, "Hey, with all this stuff, we might be due for a bigger ship at some point."
Certainly. I wasn't planning on leaving the port tomorrow. I have some things to deal with. I actually might need your help soon with that. I have some interesting ideas.
Like what?
Are you skilled in making clothes?
Unfortunately, I'm not. Mine's more on the technical side.
Well, I mean, it's a kind of armor, gloves, or gauntlets, whatever you want to call them. But I will get into it myself anyway. I assume it's not going to be difficult to get a sewing kit in a port town. Uh, it will just take a while to figure out the details. But yeah,
Think we
as
can
someone with
convince? You think we can convince these blokes that they can take a portion of what we were going to harvest, wink, wink, and see if we can't go towards a new ship.
Actually, I have a great idea. I'm looking back right now. Frog,
Yes.
I don't know why you did this, but I have a great idea with it. How much of that claw are you going to take?
Well, as much as I could, I wanted to make some You know, this could make a nice raft. A small ship.
If you hollow it out, my thought right now, we're just gonna take this claw away in total, monopolize it, and sell off parts.
You know, that works. So
If
I don't
had
have
to guess,
put
this is
into-
going to be, who knows, 2 tons, maybe 3 of material.
So once I hollow it out,
Like,
we're
let me
just
guess.
selling it?
I have
Inside.
keen mind. What would it be? Okay.
Inside.
Can I help him with
20.
that as a
Uh,
carpenter?
No.
Structural integrity? No. Okay.
Natural 1.
Well, you might be an expert of like solid matter, but this is a dragon's foot, and you need to figure out the density of muscle, bone, blood, lever, and what else it might have. But you assume it's in the ton. It has a few tons of it. You don't know exactly how much. No.
It's definitely in the ton.
Yes, it's
So
definitely in the tons.
So if we separate it into individual parts and sell it off to individual people, I'm sure we can make a few good deals with this. Allow me to quickly check how much weight Tense's floating disc can carry. 500 pounds. That's
500.
not going to be enough.
I can
But we're
carry.
into a large somebody.
I can carry 1,320 pounds right now. I can push drag lift 2,640.
It's not enough. Like I said, it's not enough. I mean, pieces maybe, yeah.
Quick calculation.
I'm starting to think those are pounds, not ibs.
No, pounds are LFS. Kurai. Nobody's selling you bottles. You know why? Because it's fucking 4 in the morning. But eventually you make your way to the inn that you've been a few days ago, and you see the same old dwarf that Electra went with Plucky into a basement. And yeah, he's willing to sell you 10 freshly cranked bottles of alcohol for whole 10 gold pieces.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And I'm going and start.
You get a 10 glasses with like still with like a small paper what's the fucking thing label of like rum and cider, and you even get 10 complimentary corks with each one of them.
Yay! Time to scratch out the label saying what it is and put Ancient Dragon Acid.
scratch out the label. In the end, you can mark it with 3 X's because it's gonna have the same effect as moonshine.
Oh no.
Kills you on the second sip.
If you literally drink this, the fucking liquid probably gonna go through all of you and just fucking.
Yeah, you just see it coming out of the front of the throat again.
I kind of want to see. I want to see what would happen if Electro drinks it. Like,
This becomes a pile of mush.
yeah.
Just the
Like,
path of
you're
course.
red.
I'm gonna have to find something. Anyway.
Time to make my way back to get.
I
to the
have a
bus.
really cool concept for what we could do with this. Rog, I'm gonna need your help with something. We need to
Anything.
cut this off into even smaller pieces.
Fair enough. One.
Any part that you don't want to take.
So yeah.
Anyways, I just list off my list because Lecter has it. I showed it to him.
Remember.
That's what I wanted.
Remember, Rock, when
Yeah.
you went to 2 claws?
Wait, yeah, I remember when I wanted to.
Yeah.
So,
I
first
just
time
wanted
using a
stuff
6th
enough
level
to.
spell, and it's not the one that I expected.
So yeah.
I just wanted materials to construct the basics of making myself weapons, armor, or possibly pieces for others to work with. I'm willing to work
yeah.
with people here.
Yes, but remember, this is also dragon. This is not your copper, bronze, metal, iron. It's dragon. So.
That's why I have leather working.
Okay, I would like to start something.
Okay.
This can take up to 2 hours.
Oh boy.
I want to cast a 6th level spell,
Okay.
Move Earth.
Oh boy.
I will literally create, like, a shelter of earth and stone around the separated off pieces of dragon.
Yeah.
And after that, I'll just use my quill and write on the side, property of the Platinum Seas. In nice, bright red.
Nice, bro.
For the whole dragon.
Nope, just the specific claw that Rog cut off.
Yeah. So you
Oh,
basically.
I was about to say.
You basically pull off the piece of earth and you just have this like stationary piece of earth.
Lecter, I think I'll have time to go grab that 30 foot of dragon webbing, right? While you're doing
Do
that,
whatever the hell you wish. I'm like
you doing
really in focused into like literally earth bending right now.
Yeah. So
And,
yeah.
Can I meanwhile ask
Yes.
Ken if we wait? Where's Ken right now?
Ken is I don't know, Ken.
Well, I was with you guys, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Close
because
by, yeah.
I just want to ask if you are going to go get the weapon dust of those minotaurs.
Well, technically,
Be joining
all
you.
the Minotaur's weapons are still kind of whole.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, we know they're going to turn in if it's anything like the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're just gonna get the main weapon heads that are of the material we seek.
Alrighty. So, Kira, you get yourself blood. Ken, and Rog, you collect the weapons.
The acid, not the blood.
Yeah, the acid, my bad. So you acquired 10 fucking nice little acid things. And now remind me, 2, 2, 1. God damn it. We fought 4. How many Minotaurs you fought?
I'm pretty sure it was
4 or 5.
Yeah. I
For
was thinking- yeah.
Minotaurs and one salamander.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So in the end, you acquire 6 weapons wielded by the Minotaur and 1 by the Salamander. Because Minotaurs, 2 of them were double wielding axes.
Okay.
Uh,
What is the salamander weapon? Is it like a staff?
Trident.
Ooh. You know, if This would be really nice if this thing didn't break, but I'm expecting it to.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's gather up the stuff.
Rog, Ken is collecting weapons. Lecter is slowly bending the foot away from the dragon. Kilroy collected his acid. Omnius, what would you like to do in this early morning?
Move all my body parts around towards the area that Lecter has sectioned off.
That sounded kind of wrong, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, what isn't macabre about a robot just cavalierly carrying around a whole bunch of dead people parts so that you can profit off of them later?
So yeah.
I'm literally making a dark
Hey, I'm
track right now.
gonna now inspect the items I got from that
Minecraft
box.
Dirt Shack achieved.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's. I mean, Ken, Rock. It takes only a few minutes to locate all the weapons and take them. Kilroy takes a few minutes to get all the blood and come back from the mouth.
You mean acid?
Acid, yes. Acid, blood, acid, blood, acid.
Bodily liquids in some
Yeah.
various weird ways.
Oh God, don't say that.
God damn it, this
yeah.
is so wrong.
And Omnius got his flesh museum prepared for anything. I just imagine he's like the
I
old.
would walk through. It's
He's
on
like-
this. Hey, you need them freezing?
Flesh.
Need them
Oh,
to
no,
be,
they-
need
I'll-
them to be.
They should keep overnight.
So, I mean, it is early morning.
I'm gonna pull out that block of ice now and start chipping at it for the items.
I mean, it doesn't take a lot. It just you just kind of need to like start to slowly breaking apart and just kind of from the air because it's kind of hot and just
I have something fun to do.
of the time you just start to shatter the pieces. So, what you
I
acquire
have something fun to do.
from the ice is a necklace, a really nice platinum necklace, a ring that is completely enveloped in cracked stone, 2 daggers. One of them looks like a normal looking dagger with insignias on the hilt saying LM, and another dagger that looks like it's made of some sort of darkened metal and is a bit more menacingly looking, and it has no like insignia or anything.
Alrighty. Can I tell what magic's on each of them? Just by looking at it?
Oh, yes, you can. So, the ring has a necromancy tendency, the necromancy thing. The normal looking blade with LM has an enchantment. The necklace has evocation, and the shifty looking dagger has illusion.
Alrighty. Autonomous, you want to talk separate real quick? Away from the group?
Oh god.
Sure, but first I want to take care of one quick thing. Go
Alright.
look at the dragon and just see if I can pull off a small scale, just a tiny, thumbnail-sized scale.
Oh, I forgot to grab
Alright.
a small piece.
Without any problem or trouble.
All right, Kilroy, what do you want to talk about? When we're done with this conversation, I got somebody else I need to go talk to.
I would real quick grab a small piece of the dragon, say my connection, and then Thomas, we gotta go to a different channel for this one.
Not bad.
Okay.
You want to do so? Oh god.
Well, that's
Well,
that's worrying.
They're gone.
Oh god.
Hmm.
Let them have it. Let them have
Yeah.
it. So
We'll find out at some point anyway.
Yep.
so it is raining. It is thundering. But good thing that you're in a dome because rain does not reach you here. So it's nice knowing that you're not getting rained on. So yeah, Rog and Ken, you collect the weapons. What then?
I think we go back to our previous collection ideas.
I
Do
think
we?
We're mostly finished.
Yeah.
I think.
We
Everybody-
got everything we wanted.
So is it time for me to start working on the materials?
You can work on them right here if you want to. By the way, I assume the 2 hours aren't up yet, right?
No, it's not.
In that case, just for the joke of it, I'll raise my hand a tiny bit and just a tiny pillar of dirt just raises from the ground, creating a stool.
Lecter, do you have anything that could help me cut faster into this? Honestly,
Give me
it's
a
kind
moment.
of hard material.
Raising the hand again, a table gets created, and then I push just a knife in that I'm carrying around.
Alright. See what I can do.
So, if ever instructions are given, Rog would follow them, and putting some materials aside for possible draconic weaponry aside, or armor. The webbing is definitely staying out of the building phase for now.
Okay, so what do you want to harvest?
We already harvest everything. I
Yes,
think
but
now it's
but
just
you want to say you said you want to have material. So what do you want?
Did I get the other things I wanted with this?
Well, yeah, with this claw you
Okay.
basically get everything, except for horn
Alright.
pieces. But the horn is easily enough to get.
So after I got that and the webbing that I already have, I'm gonna start working per instruction of Lecter.
Uh,
I don't know
Couldn't-
what you expect me to.
Didn't you want me to cut the
oh,
the clock to many
yeah,
to
just
more pieces?
just in general, separate pieces, just like getting off scales, just pretty much taking apart this dragon claw that we just encased as much as possible.
So 2x8, 3x10s.
I think
Whatever you seem would be fitting.
I think Rog, what he's saying is basically just
How
salvage.
big pieces you want?
Rip out the scales, skin the flesh
Yeah.
off,
Salvage,
Yeah.
salvage the foot
Yeah,
fully.
I'm salvaging.
clean off the bones, rip
I'm
out
salvaging-
the claws.
I'm salvaging it to the marrow. I'm getting every material off.
Yeah. Once most of the shack is finished, I'll also help with that.
Alrighty. So, Omnius and Kirai, any revelations?
Just a good
After
conversation
that
between friends.
chat, I was gonna see what's inside my book by opening it. If
Uh,
anything changed.
And I need to go yell at somebody.
Good luck.
Well, the book is just the same as always. There's nothing else besides, you know, the small,
Oh, yes.
tiny, yeah. It's kind of just chilling on your shoulders.
Okay. Omnius had some bees go over me. Would they notice it?
No,
Their blind sight doesn't detect anything?
nope.
Good to know. All right, so I instead of the initial response, after the bees go around you, I'm like, okay, so you have just lost it.
No, I have not.
Kira, you just hear a voice just say to you, "Primitive," looking over Omnius and just looking at you.
Primate.
Yeah, you don't hear that.
I would just chuckle at that sense of that response. Telling he's from the future.
What was that, Kilroy? What about the future?
You're just basically seeing Kirai losing his shit. Talking to himself.
Okay, buddy. And I'm doing like a thumbs up. All right, buddy. So you
Well, I
probably
would
could
show him
stand
the
to go
page
take a
then,
nap.
if he doesn't see it.
You're showing all the signs of an organic that's either overworked or beginning to lose their sanity. I recommend you go take a nap. I need
I
to
would
go
show
yell
him
at you,
the page.
What?
and then I can teleport.
I would show him the page.
Which page?
The one with the thing.
It doesn't have a page in it. The
What?
it is on your shoulders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Everything on the book, everything that you saw, it is still the same the last time you saw it. The only difference is, you know.
Hmm.
You know. So yeah, Ken, what would you be doing? Cause it's kind of just nice, early
Cold,
morning.
dark, and wet.
No, it's not wet. The dome is protecting you from rainfall.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's just kind of this like warm, a bit humid area. It's kind of nice. It would be quite romantic if it wasn't for the circumstances of a dead dragon nearby.
I'm just and Lena's there, right?
Yeah, she's by the campfire, just kind of chilling, because you kind of just woke up before the battle, and now you're just kind of like, everybody's just kind of either just chilling by the campfire or eating.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up. Right, I'm gonna go and try and sit right next to her.
Oh yeah, now I remember. I need to run to the ship to grab the white pearls.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do I roll any? Actually, I don't think I can. I have to roll because of the time we have is so plentiful.
No,
Right.
you don't need to roll. You're just
Okay.
waiting your time. So you're just chilling, minding your business. Oh God, what was it? So yeah, Lena just kind of chilling by the campfire. Occasionally looking up, looking at terrain, and then looking at the dragon, and just kind of chilling against like a stump that hasn't been tore out of the earth.
She's leaning up against the dragon.
No, against a stump.
Oh, a
like-
stump. Okay.
Yes. Just overlooking the situation and just, well, being
Mhm.
relaxed, but also on high alert. Well, on alert technically.
No. Well, we managed to kill it. Just awkwardly stand there after saying that.
She kind of looks at you, then looks at the dragon. Then looks at you, and gives a smile. I guess we did. Honestly, that's a first for me. And you?
Definitely a first. To be honest, I had no idea how powerful that big barrel of explosive was going to be. I'm glad it did its job.
Now, question is, if that barrel didn't go off, was there a backup plan to that? Besides, she kind of looks at you, running.
There were going to be a few. There was at least one or two. I do have more up my arsenal than you've seen, it's only been used one other time. And I reserve those until stuff really goes south. And then I lead in and say,
And also, just in case the rest of my group decides to go full on evil.
She just kind of grins and just kind
The
of
bee on
describe
Ken,
evil.
leans,
the bee on Ken's
leans,
shoulder.
leans slyly away from you with a smirk on her face and like a pompous grasp on her chest. Even me.
I must admit there will be some hesitation should I have to fight you. Which I really hope will never come.
I would not rather spoil your plan, but if I ever intend to kill you, you'd probably be already dead.
This I am very much aware of.
Good.
your talents are very, very impressive.
That's
Wait,
why
talents or talents?
talent.
Talents.
Don't stutter now. She's got you on the line.
Well, that was what I was raised to do, so I'm quite good at it.
After a few moments, just silence. I was like, you know, or harvest a bit more of this and sell it off. I could potentially be paying you off, you know.
Roll me an insight check.
You fucked up.
No,
Just throwing it? Give me a
don't say that to Rock. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
17.
Uh. She looks a bit at you dumbfounded, and then just looks at you like one would look at a child for a moment, or someone who can't really see the obvious, and oh, you just see her catching herself. Oh, yeah, about that. Just kind of checks you a small pouch.
What's this?
You shake it, you can hear coin.
I just look at it and look at hers, like, just give her.
Before she says anything, she just says, "You just killed a dragon. Do you think a few platinum pieces are worth in exchange for someone who can kill a dragon?"
So, does this mean you have decided to stay with us? With the group?
You just
It's more obvious, just like I want to hear her say it.
No. Before she says anything, you just hear a fucking sudden pain to your side leg, like to your left leg, as you see Zan just gives you a hefty punch. You can't beat this dense enough. Come on.
I just stare. Thank you, Zad, for stating the not obvious. Yeah, I'll just try and push him up. It's like, yeah, obviously you're ruining the moment. It's like,
Lena does let out a genuine laughter. For actually first time in a long, long time. She seems a lot more relaxed and just kind of looks at you lazily. Looks for you for a moment and just kind of extends her arms at you.
assuming that it's a hug, I go in for it. That was a hug.
How many hit points do you have again?
No.
Think
Shut
at that! You fool!
Oh,
No,
she's not.
no.
She was an assassin after all.
Yeah, she was just holding that moment for you to lower your guard so she can advantage kill you. Just kidding. You
Thank
go
God
for
you
the
said that
hug.
because I.
You go for the hug and she kind of just springs into your chest and just kind of latches onto you. And now you just have a tabaxi attached to your front. And before you say anything, you just hear a slight purr before she just says, "Lead me somewhere that is more discreet."
All right. Yep.
But quick
I'm
question:
going to
how
go
close
find-
are they to
How
the
far
current
away
Black
is?
Rock situation?
Technically, you're all in like 50 feet away, like in this.
I was about to say, where's that hotel again?
Technically, wait, I don't think there's a hotel here.
There was a bar, definitely.
Yeah, there was a bar. There was a Two-Eyed Crow, but roll me investigation.
Is there? What?
Roll me investigation, I guess, as you make your way with a.
Oh yeah, my new investigation.
Oh god. But yeah. Without any
Nope, and we're just going to try and find a secluded, secluded shack.
Yes, you basically just see Ken getting just this heart-to-heart moment and then clasp on as he kinda haphazardly just carries Lena away somewhere.
Well,
I'm
we're
making
going
my
to
way
find
to the
some
ship
place.
with
We're gonna
girls.
find a place.
Oh yes, with herself definitely. Just Ken, roll me a D100 just in case. I just want to see when you wake
I got a
up
mute.
and you actually like finally end up somewhere. I want to see where you actually end up.
Oh, I thought you said re-roll to see what Prophet Matthew does.
Oh, I thought it was. If
I'm
you get a
kidding.
nat 1 on a D100, she actually stabs you in the back.
You look at the sky map. He just looks at you, nodding, thumbs up.
My man. Hey, it's Buddy Jesus.
All right, 74.
I'm gonna tell you where you end up when you wake up.
Okay.
If you wake up, that is.
You're finally awake.
If you wake
If
up.
you wake
Okay,
up.
now y'all gonna be making those jokes. Yeah, get him out. Get him out. Oh, she's gonna kill me.
You
No, that's what Eric said.
Nah. That's what you thought.
Okay. So.
There are worse than physical death.
Yeah. Choking on poison. That's worse. Speaking
No.
of which, yes.
Getting dumped.
Yeah, so you do need to.
Okay,
Oh, come on.
anyway, so Ken is off. Everybody kind of chuckled by the campfire and then just kind of
Oh, yes, I
their own
am.
business. Spirit is basically
Indeed.
covered in a bit of bandaging on herself. You can see her skin is not looking fine. You see Gable kind of tending to her wounds. Zan just kind of chilling, eating now a grapefruit.
When do you get all of these?
He kind of just shrugs.
Anyways, wait. Do we still have that food bag?
You do.
Oh, there we go.
I
Anyways,
have it.
I'm
That
over
would
at
be
the
the joke
ship
now.
now.
Lecter,
Hmm?
is she gonna be okay?
You know, as I point to Zvita.
Quite honestly, I don't know. But while we're at it,
She looks like somebody who could use a mask right now.
can't really help with that.
Roll me. Uh,
Unless.
unless.
Wait a second. Wait a second. We just skinned the dragon, or like the dragon claw,
Yeah.
right? Is there Is there a random dragon scale that's roughly the size of a face?
Plenty.
Do you want me to start working on that? I'll make it comfortable.
I'll hand him the knife. Do whatever you need to.
All right.
I'm starting to get to work after like half the work is done because I need a little passive project from all this hard work.
Oh my god.
So
You want to make a mask out of the fucking. Oh no.
a bit of leather and a bit of well, the whole faceplate of dragon scale, and I'll try to make it comfortable. You know, with some
It's
runes
not
and
gonna. It's. Oh boy. It's
Not gonna
gonna
be
take a while because first of all, it's literally just died. It's not tanned even. If you go into its skin, it still feels acidic. It.
Oh right.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe it's not the best idea to do this right now.
Yeah, you're like.
Yeah,
Um,
not right now.
we'll
so
just
maybe
leave it.
later.
Leave
Yeah,
it
later.
to her for now.
Just give her
So-
some bandages. It'll be fine. Oh, it's quite cool in
Let
some
me know
regions.
when I'm on the ship.
So yeah. So you walked out of the dome, walked back to the ship. You see most of the the sails have been half burned or burned down, and some of the ships have been sunken to the bottom because of the fire damage. But your ship is quite still intact. You see quite a few burning. How to say this? Quite a few places where there's burning marks, and also quite a bit of ash that is now getting washed to the bottom.
Alrighty.
Yeah. You go to the captain's quarters and you find the chest with the pearls.
Okay. I will leave the captain doors open, move the chair right in front of the captain's entrance, sit there, listen to the rain for a little bit.
Alrighty.
Wow, that's awfully kind of chill of you.
He's not planting bombs somewhere there?
Ah,
You sure?
so, Kilrai,
Just kidding.
you basically see your companion chill on the table on its all fours and just looking at you. It's like a cat, but it's not a cat.
How does it feel being back in the air?
Acidic, child. Acidic. I do prefer cooler airs. Yeah, cooler airs.
I'll take note of that.
He just kind of walks around the table, looks at the small window that goes into the sea from the captain's quarters. Just kind of looks at it. It just chills on the table. If there's any item you see it just pass through it.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah, it's raining. It's a cold rain, but being in this weather inside, it's kind of warm. Occasionally, just a bit of cold water splashes, but nothing too serious.
I'm looking across the river to see if the lava stopped pouring into the river.
Well, you see quite a small bits and pieces of veins still active on the other side. Most of it is extinguished, but if you go further
All
into
right.
volcano, there's just a lot of activity there.
Gonna wait an hour before starting to clean the bottom deck.
Gotcha. So, takes so um, Lecter and Rog
Yes.
takes you good. I mean, takes an hour or so for Lecter from the point where Kilroy went away and Kilroy starting his cleaning duties. You can see Jack standing up and just giving a whistle to his elven companions to go back to the ship and examine the damage, as they all kind of just start to go. And eventually, Kilroy, when you start to begin to clean up the deck, you start to hear footsteps, and when they hear you below, you kind of give a sharp whistle, and you hear Jack saying, "Who's there?"
What do you expect? The last person to be here?
Hey, you never can be trusting of these parts.
That's true.
So, with that being
Should have
said,
noticed I was not around the group.
I'm not in charge of keeping who's in the group or not. My charge is to keep the sheep tidy. Speaking of which, as he kind of goes downwards with the group and just overlooks the fucking mess. It's basically good 2-3 feet of like this ash, like this thick, wet ash.
Yeah, I was scooping it up with a bucket for a little bit,
Yeah,
just to get rid of most of it.
Yeah, so with Jack's help, it takes you a good hour, well, until most of the bottom deck is clean. Besides, clean, but not clean, because there's a lot of just traces of ash and just nothing. Um, Omnius,
Yeah.
what would you be doing at this point? Because you said you had a vendetta against someone.
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily say vendetta, but I have some strong words for somebody.
All right, who?
So have the druids moved out yet?
No, they're still chilling.
All right, I'm gonna position my bee about 15 feet in front of Archdruid Jackass,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna bee teleport in front of him, 15 feet or so away.
All right.
And then I'm gonna toss him the dragon scale.
He looks at you at first with anger, but then with confusion as you check him on a dragon scale.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Hell of a lot of help you guys did there. What great job.
He just kind of looks at you, says nothing. That all?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I was told that someone's gonna go and gather you and your companions in defense of him. Is that all that he mustered? Only you?
Oh, the tree being. Yeah. Not hear about that. It's unfortunate what's happening to the buddy over there. We'll discuss that in time. No, I'm just here to tell you that you're a fool. You did no good. You and your wonderful druid circle, great help. Clap a couple of times. So, yeah, now I'm getting dragged into more business because of, whatever the hell your stupidity has caused this time. And no, this will be fun. This will be very interesting.
You see him tick off for a moment and kind of grit his teeth and just look at the elf who's still. Also, in this area, there's no rain because the clouds just kind of part and you see the starry night just above you. He just kind of grits his teeth and just kind of points at the elf.
Oh, no. Keep your composure.
If he did his job as he was told to do, we would not be in this mess.
Oh, that doesn't. So, what you just told me, yeah, poor management, that's exactly the way that they would handle this sort of situation. If you had done your job properly and overseen him well, you wouldn't have let him go to such extreme lengths. He wouldn't have fallen so far behind schedule. No. You just made my case for me.
He had 50 years to prepare for this. 50!
And how much help did you give him? Or was it just a whole bunch of recrimination from afar?
Listen here. You
No,
don't know
I'm good.
this
Be
man. You don't know me.
I've already been teleported away.
Oh god.
I'm good.
Well, somebody's dead.
Conversation killed in the most literal sense.
I hope you'll rescue him.
Omnis, are you gonna pay attention with one of your beasts what's gonna happen next?
Well, whatever he chooses to do here is on him.
No, but are you gonna watch?
Sure. Let's watch somebody get executed.
You see him grit his teeth and kind of just get on his knees. Get on his knees and just mumble something to himself. And just kind of look at the elf standing up, getting closer, really closer. To the point that even the guards that are standing like next to him, they kind of walk away slightly. Roll me a perception check.
Whoops. Put one too many things in there.
Oh my god, natural 20.
Did you want to know where I'd be teleported away to, by the way?
Sure.
So you say that I have the ability to monitor most people that I've been able to come into contact with
Yes.
before through Mavis protocol. Where's Red Hands right now?
You don't know.
Damn. I was hoping I'd be able to run into him.
That's one way to kill off your character. If you don't want to play Omnius anymore, just tell us.
So, Omnius,
Oh,
you basically see you see the hand on the human go pure white from anger as he grips his staff with malicious intent. Just kind of staring down the elf who's like looking down, but you can't really read his expression. Maybe guilt, maybe regret.
Who's who?
Huh? The human is the archdruid.
Okay.
And the old elf is the druid that you knew, or no, I guess.
Right.
Zagratis. What I'm gonna do with you? It is not up to me to judge for your crimes, but if I wasn't your student, if I didn't knew what you did for everyone, Why did you forsake us? Greta just kind of looks up at him. I didn't forsake you. And just does nothing. And you see the druid is just like on the cusp of like on a cusp of rage, on a cusp of doing something that he shouldn't do.
So am I.
And he
I see where this is going.
and he
He's
just,
about to get a T-Rex into his face. At
Wait.
and he just
Let me talk.
chucks the staff away to the side and just kind of starts screaming at him. You slaughtered so many innocents! Mothers, fathers, children, elders. For what? What was the goal? Enhancements, improvements to our kin? How? How would one of the most respected archdruids felt so low? Stripped of everything and now sentenced for death. Answer me, you insect! As he just keeps screaming at him, but he's like he is at the, and the old elf does not respond. And the druid just kind of steps back and just walks away towards the garden, just through the path that you once took to get into that.
I'm going to enjoy killing him.
That's a nice statement.
Alrighty.
What time of the day is it right now?
It's about 5 a.m. in the morning, my good sir. No, actually, about 5:40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's gonna be a few more hours.
Well, I mean, technically, you're almost done with your movement.
I mean, my spell already has achieved everything I wanted. It has built the equivalent of like a small hangar, or like shed, shack, whatever you want to call it. Big enough to encase everything. If Rog helps me with this, I'm gonna start sorting out some of the stuff. Like
Obviously help.
separating scales, bones, flesh, claws, and stuff like that, just so it has some kind of order to it. Mentally taking a picture of it. I think I'm gonna have a few nice conversations today. The question is, where should we start? The shipwrights? The ship owners? Just the docks in general? Equipment?
If we can't have a new ship, we could probably buy an already made one. A custom ship would allow us more flexibility.
Right now, I'm still thinking about upgrade, but I will have to talk to Jack with that anyway, so...
I mean, sure, you're the boss.
I may be the boss of the group, but at least to a certain extent, Jack is the boss of the ship, so if he doesn't agree with a concept like this, we're gonna simply use this, and then just gesturing over to this entire mound of just raw dragon resources, to repair and, if possible, enhance what we already have. This
You
is
know,
a lot
I
of
can
material, and
I can
definitely
already
imagine a
imagine.
nice new wooden floor.
I can imagine a ship with scales and bones. A real work of art. But
It would be a work of art, I do agree with that.
do you think Kirai would actually eat this junk?
I kind of point at the meat that we extracted.
I mean, the meat
That's good.
looks darker than usual meat. It has
Ugh.
this slight smell to it, but looks fine.
Honestly, I don't trust black meat.
Well, it's not black; it's a bit darker than usual.
Uh,
I'm imagining something like venison.
you serious? Honestly, it came from a dragon that spews acid. I'll bet it's poisonous.
That could certainly be tested. Where is Kirai, by the way?
I don't know. Look, I don't mind cooking the stuff, but
While on the point of that, where did everyone go? Ken, Lena?
Ken and Lena are missing. Zvira, Zan, and Gable are by the campfire.
the chickens.
The chickens are missing. The
God damn it!
The
I'll be
capybara
back.
is missing. And you see Zan is cooking some meat now.
I'm gonna go see if I can find those chickens. I'll be back.
So I'm gonna go on a hunt, calling the dog over as
And looking for the
whoop-de-doo.
chickens.
We're gonna look for the chickens.
Roll me perception or
And I'm during
Survival.
my time on the Wolfie, I'm casting Speak with Animal to call the chickens.
okay. So,
Okay, so where is it?
perception or survival? It's up to you. So yeah,
All right.
Omnius, you got everything.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not gonna stir the pot anymore.
It's currently overboiling.
Ooh, 18.
Okay. It takes you a few actual minutes before the casting to finish to find the chickens who are kind of just nesting against a few trees, just like sleeping. And they immediately just get up and get agitated as soon as they hear the warg just show up.
Wait! We can go back to the ship now and leave the dangerous place soon.
You still have not finished. You still have not finished the commune with animals.
Just chase
Oh.
after the animals for a while.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Wait.
Honestly, I'm just trying to keep them in an area, or at the very least, like chase them back towards the town. So, once the commune with animals, I informed them of danger over. Let's go back to ship so we can leave soon. So you don't get eaten by wild animals.
Roll me animal husbandry or persuasion. Handling. What the fuck? Okay.
Husbandry.
Civ 5. No.
Okay, so what was it you said?
Either persuasion or animal handling, because you want to convince them to join your side.
Join back.
So you get a very quick but very firm response of fuck no from the chickens. It's too cramped up in there. There's this fucking warg that's looking at us all wanting to kill us, and your warg speaks. They're not lying.
Oh!
Oh boy.
And yeah, they're not happy. They don't want to go back.
Time to get insulted.
Either you get back on that ship, or look, I'll fix something up. But if you don't get on that ship, I will cook you myself. I'm tired of this.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Obviously.
DC is 11. Let's go. If you fail at DC of 11, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
24 on the first one. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, 24.
Yep. Yep. Dave Meal said up. Okay, fine, and just kind of walk. Oh, chicken salute.
I'll use to speak with animal more frequently to attend your needs if needed. Just let out a squawk next time. I won't forget about you again.
Oh,
I gotta go back to that. I trust you can find your way back. But I will track you down.
Oh god. So, oh boy. You know what I just fucking realized that you could do, but I'm not gonna say because that would be fucking meta gave me a shit. I'll tell you maybe eventually, but not now. But with
When
that-
you're older.
when you're older.
Wow.
Nah, something different. But okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so everybody's kind of preoccupied unless Omnius wants to go somewhere else. If you
No, I'm
if you
trying
have
to
like
figure out
if
how
you
to
have
respond
like
to
a
this.
list of like, hey, I want to check who's if he. It's like, who can I see?
Except for me.
I'm in a tough situation because one of the things that I would like to take care of, the other character knows, this character doesn't.
Yeah.
I have to separate that.
So yeah.
Yeah, actually, I do know something I need to do. I'm going to take a couple of small dragon scales, just little pieces, again, thumb-sized things. But they're going to be enough to blow the minds of the people in Norn when I go trade them for a whole bunch of the requisite oils for a whole bunch of reincarnates.
Okay. So,
I mean, like, how many bodies did I have? Because I need that many reincarnates.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
All right, I need 8 reincarnates worth of oil.
Okay. So yeah, but here's the thing. There's plenty of just small, tiny scales. Like it's just like I don't even know what to compare it to. It's basically like, yeah, you just kill a massive thing and you like tore apart a scale. Just like, yeah, that's scale and that's scale. That's a scale.
You know how that one little platinum chip was all it took to blow Engineer Savannah's mind and
Yeah.
send her into frenzy for a week?
Yeah.
I think I'm only going to need like one scale to do the same for any
If
of
they-
these engineers in Norn.
If they have a logical sense of using them.
Oh, they'll figure.
I mean, why
they'll
did
be
you think-
enamored by
If
the
this is gonna be a
materials.
second Pearl incident,
Why do
I
you
would
think
love
we
that.
I
speak of that.
We speak of it, but we do not describe it because the audience will be clamoring.
Yeah. So,
Whatever. Not a joke, by the way.
not a joke. Yeah, whatever you say, my dude. So,
Savannah currently awake.
no, it's early in the morning. I mean, technically, who's awake? What are you trying to figure out who's awake specifically?
Engineer Savannah.
She's in her bed sleeping because it's about 6 a.m.
Okay, well I'll wait like an hour.
Just
Good time for a short rest.
So yeah.
While on the topic of a short rest, could I be excused for a moment? Quickly have to finish something.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So, yeah. Time passes on. Everybody's kind of chill, minding their own business. Kilroy, you cleaned up the thing. Cleaned the decks with Jack. Eventually, you saw Zach coming on board, and you see him carrying a few pieces of meat that he's eating, and you see it's similar color of the dragon's flesh.
Who's carrying it?
Zan.
Oh shit.
He's just kind of eating it, and he's just like, he has no table manners, so when he speaks, he has his mouth full, just like you just see bits and pieces of flesh just kind of drip from his mouth. Good job on the boat! Mmm. Spicy but delicious. Want some? And she kind of hands you some, Kilroy.
Hold on.
Wait. What happened?
I'll slice a tiny piece off and eat.
Okay.
Might as well.
Of what?
Zan gives you the dragon meat that has been cooked, and it tastes. It tastes like it's
Who
been-
cooked it?
Zan.
Huh.
Yeah. So
I'm
it
not sure.
tastes. How do I say this? It tastes very acidic. Well, not like acidic, more like there's been too much lime or citrus in it. But besides that, it tastes pretty good. All things considered.
Okay.
Not bad, but at the same time, don't want to have too much of that.
Suit yourself as he continues to eat it.
Oh boy. Didn't even wait for me to
Now
cook it.
thinking about it. Time to go to the Dragon and get a pound.
Oh god.
Okay, what happened?
Zan got some meat that he cooked and gave Kilroy some. And now Zan is
No
eating
more
the-
meat.
No.
Did he roll for did he roll for to cook it? Did you roll for him?
I rolled for him.
Oh boy. I guess I can't know how high he rolled, right?
No.
Boo.
Rushing towards the dragon to grab a pound of it.
Yeah. You just see Kilroy approach with a knife, just fucking slice off a bit of the foot. Just that.
Wait,
meat.
who sees that?
Rog and Lecter sees us because you're closer to the foot now. Well, you've always been by the foot.
Wait, Kilroy, what the hell are you doing?
Experiments.
What are you gonna do with
Bad
it?
experiment. Incredibly bad experiment.
What are you gonna do with it?
You'll
Good
find
point.
out.
If
Good
it's
point.
still about the
I'm sitting
cooking
back,
stuff.
taking out a piece of paper and just sitting there waiting for a reaction.
I mean, you take the. It's a bit stingy on the hands, Kilroy, as you take it, but besides that, it looks like decent meat.
I dealt with the acid. Just ain't nothing now.
But yeah.
I'm starting to think this was all a mistake. What are you cluckerheads looking at? Come on, keep moving.
As Lecter just watched the two birds that were missing now just walking like side to side of Rog, like they're just in command completely. But yeah. So yeah, Lecter, as you overlook the foot that you salvage and components that you salvage for yourself and other companion salvage, you get a message from Hugh, which is one of the elven crew from Jack, and just says, Jack said that we're ready to sail if need be.
We're gonna be staying for at least one more day.
You get a quick response, alright?
Possibly the boat.
That will be discussed in person.
Yeah.
Well, time to go to the campfire there is, and then start testing on how big pieces I can cook.
Do you want to do that?
I'm
or
sitting
you-
there with.
Or you wanna?
Actually, I'm leaving my small shelter. Like, in relation to the shelter that I built there, where's the campfire?
The campfire that everybody was by was like good 50, 55 feet away from your shelter.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just see Gable and Svita just kind of chilling side by side and just occasionally chucking a stick or some wood. Continue burning. It's basically almost fully abandoned except for you and like a few people who are just staying watch just in case.
In that case, I'll just join them at the campfire, take out a bit of paper, and just like start recording Kira's reactions.
Alrighty. I just have a question, Rog. You do have the owl.
Yes, I do have the owl. But nobody asked me to cook.
Meh.
Alrighty. Kirai, roll me performance and also add a +5 modifier because you, yeah, even cooking.
30-20.
So, Lecter, observing the cooking, it takes only a good 8 minutes to cook a nice chunk of the meat as soon as the pan, like the heating pan, reaches the meat or the meat reaches the pan, some sort of greenish acidic liquid excretes from the meat, but also begins like reacting to the meat like oil. And despite having this really, I guess from Kira's perspective, at first having really acidic and noxious odor, eventually it just fades and becomes just normal smelling meat. Something that you would akin to pork.
Wow, black dragons taste like pork. Who knew?
Hey, Elector is
After it's
right.
done cooking up, after it's done cooking, I'm going to cut it to see if it's cooked all the way through.
Yep, it's perfectly cooked. Well, yeah, well technically it's perfectly cooked. It's a basic ass dragon steak, as basic as it can be, just the fire and meat. But how you cooked it, you cooked it pristinely.
Look at anyone.
Medium
You want
rare.
some?
Well done.
Undercooked, overcooked.
Raw.
Bibbidi-bop.
Well, I
Sorry,
cooked
I
it
just
to the
had a
point
song
where
in my
it's
head
cooked
now.
all the way through.
So yeah, and I guess you're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
It tastes like well, it tastes, first of all, it tastes better than Zan did, so that's a plus. Second of all, there is no actual like sensation. Like, despite its being raw, it tastes like well salted seasoned meat. And
On a
there's
scale
no
of 1 to 10, how much would you describe your pain and pleasure from the eating sensation right now?
do I need to answer that or Kilroy should answer?
I would just
Either
put
one
the
is fine.
pit right next to him. You take a bite then.
I do not have a sense of taste.
I would say
It's completely eatable.
pain
No
0,
pain.
pain 0, and tastiness like 8, I would say. Or maybe a 9 this side if you want. So, yeah.
Shall be noted. At some point, I'm literally gonna create some version of an arcane fax machine and literally just send all of the notes to Xana, and she's just gonna be like, "What the fuck am I meant to do with these?"
Just tiny bits and trivia, just like
Like 1,000 things from the daily life of a woodhead who's with the weirdest group in history.
yeah. despite I would just imagine, even though you become eventually enemies with the seas, you just still sends Dana just like trivia facts.
And then she's just like, "Fuck, I gotta add this to my file."
Did you know if you mix red and blue, it goes purple?
Literally, just like at some point, it's literally not even gonna be informative. It's just meant to be annoying.
Do you know?
The
after-
random shit.
do you know the number between 2 and 4 is 3?
Just yeah.
But yeah.
After that, I'm just thinking about 5 pounds. That would do.
So yeah.
If you need
obvious.
any more, feel free to take it. We still have a bunch.
So yeah. Oh, you see, a bunch is an understatement, my good sir.
Roughly two.
Which is
three
also a
Right
good
now.
bargaining chip for a new boat.
Remember.
point.
you just
21 tons of meat.
if I had to give an estimate, you got about 70 tons of meat. Yeah.
I'll gather just 5 pounds.
Well, no, like the entire dragon, not the foot. God damn it, if the foot was 70. Ooh.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
thinking just now. Maybe I
heck,
was underestimating this.
Would be that would
we
be
could
like the
monopolize the market and
Lord of the
basically have
Rings.
a large cook-off, you know? Have you tasted the dragon meat? Dun, 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 dun. You know?
Oh,
Honestly, no
Hey,
one
Cat
aside
Frog
from
could
us
make an
will be
appearance again.
selling this.
Oh, you wanna do something that I forgot that you should get? Roll me Rog Insight with Lecter and Kilroy to no, wait. Either history or insight on determining how valuable would be the parts of a dragon's overall.
So,
Wait,
what again?
Would I get a +5 if it's?
Yes.
We rolled.
I'm sorry,
insight?
could you repeat that? I didn't hear.
uh,
Inside or?
insight
History.
or history to determine how valuable would be pieces of this dragon.
23 on my roll.
Makes it even funnier. Both my
15 on mine.
insight and history are +8, so it doesn't matter.
Wait a minute. Oh God. Wait, roll
Rog.
16 with a okay. So Rog 23. Well, you know that items of dragon, like masterwork items that are made from dragons, are so valuable in the swamps that people will literally go into genocidal wars with tribes to get the artifacts.
What's I think these chickens are informed lector.
Lecter,
What is my perception?
Lecter, officially, the only way to acquire a dragon, like dragon body parts, officially is in 2 ways. Either there's a rogue dragon in the Empire that the officials can massacre and harvest its parts, or some underground shenanigans that includes slave trade from the Shimmering Isles. But let's just say getting a dragon, like a full dragon, is fucking rare.
So either way, this is one hell of a financial, political, and just in general good situation.
Yes.
Let's think of it like a gold vein.
Yes, pretty much. Imagine if you just went to like your fucking your I don't know, fucking a random
Ooh.
yeah, and you just find a gold nugget. It's like worth fucking 40 grand. Just I don't know. It's like ooh.
Oh.
Like, literally the kind of.
we could use.
Do you remember that article, like a few years back, of the guy who found a diamond worth like that was like 30 pounds or something?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so okay, uh,
World's biggest diamond.
You guys remember the song from Peach Dragon where they're talking about what the dragon parts do? That's literally what is going on right now.
Yeah, basically, I remember that movie.
So yeah.
Dragon!
What the fuck?
And I posted it in memes, so you guys can listen to the song.
So yeah. A whole dragon
Money by the pound.
A whole dragon might, like, of this size, might cost several million gold pieces. So yeah.
Time to go gather 10 pounds of meat.
There's already 10 pounds of meat nicely separated from the rest in the shelter. I
Yeah.
will inform you of that the moment you try.
Stomach part.
You want to go for the stomach?
Literally just cut a part in the side and just ask.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you try to cut the gut open,
That
you're
sounds like a
just
bad
gonna make a
idea.
mess. It is a bad idea.
Well, there's a little thin layer in between the stomach and the skin.
Okay.
A thin layer.
A thin.
That's the problem.
So Omnius. It's about 6 a.m. You can see Savannah in her bed chambers, like
You're
a
gonna
stalker you
kill me,
are,
Bart.
just slowly starting waking up, but still in bed,
Stop.
just kind of rummaging around.
All right. Take my two little dragon scales here, and we'll teleport to the garden across the street from her place. Go and knock on the door in about 5 minutes.
Okay. So, anything else you like to observe, Omnius? Just curious.
Yeah, what's the King of Norn doing right now?
Ooh, boy. Well, King of Norn at the moment is currently fucking.
Good on him.
What? Literally.
Carrying on the line.
Thanks for that information.
Hey, yes.
Alright.
It is early in the morning, you know, gotta stay started right.
That's one way to start the day.
But
Only day.
Because it's a brand new day!
what interesting.
It's a brand new world we live in.
Okay.
Quite literally.
I need to give a bit more context.
It was only a matter of time before Omnius' eye spied on somebody just doing his thing.
But I need to give some context because that might be something really interesting eventually.
Just
Oh.
for context.
It's Zana.
No.
Just like everybody else
It
in the
is-
party, just context on what Rog said. Ken and Lena, like everybody else in the party, have a bee on them or in their equipment at all times.
Yes.
At
So
all times.
yes. So
You won't see my love life. It's been so long.
as soon as one of you tries to bang, immediately just look around, look at your backpack, look for a bee, snatch it, fucking squish it. Let's go.
Or shove it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
And seal it.
So
Squash one
Fucking-
bee, two more shall take its place.
okay.
Fucking pervert.
What you basically see, Ken, it's an elf that he's fucking. And you know distinctly that elves are not native to Norn. Also, besides that, you can see the clothing of the elf, and they're definitely of similar clothing of the Platinum Seas, but no, that's not Xana, sadly.
Close enough.
Oh, that would have been
Yeah,
spicy.
that people.
That would have been some major dirt.
That would have been really bad.
Yeah.
It would have been because she's married.
In general, I can think of a number of reasons why that would have been bad. That's not. That's like the lowest one. That's low on the
Basically,
list.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, at least you know something is up.
It's like Ant-Man, just but instead of bees.
And also, Omnius, now you have some dirt on the king. Congratulations.
Wait, so it's not Xana?
No, it's not Xana. It's an elf. You know that elves are not native on Lorne, and the clothing does indicate platinum seas, but it's not Xana.
He fucked Xana's employee.
Possible.
I mean,
Alright,
He
so
just-
I'm
he
going to
doesn't know
dispatch
which
two
one-
bees
who it
to
is.
a nearby hive. One of which is going to keep an eye on whomever this mystery lady is from a distance. The other one just, keep an eye on the king.
alrighty,
Oh, you sly bastard.
alrighty, gotcha.
Oh, God.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, the plot fucking
Literally.
thickens. Ooh. So,
Well, speaking of, what's Xana doing?
You're like you're gonna be the worst helicopter parent.
actually,
Can he be a parent?
Time will
after
tell.
some looking, you do spot Xana just chilling near the in the markets district in Forge Night, near the anvil, with Blip. It's fully closed. Like the whole place is closed. The entire market is closed. No one is walking
No, she's
around.
open.
But they're basically
means-
in a table, and there's a bunch of food and drink.
That would
basic-
mean less than 1,000 feet away from me then, because I am also in Forge Night.
They're having a date. Leave them alone.
No, I'm going to go say hi.
Oh.
Oh!
Wait. Okay, yeah. Technically, you are in. Well, technically, you're everywhere that you've been. So.
I'm everywhere.
So,
God.
you
I'm
wanna,
actually
you wanna,
in dirty corners.
you wanna,
Bees are not part of me. I am the bees.
you wanna show up?
Yeah, I'm not going to teleport though. I'm just going to walk over there
You wanna
and
ruin their moment.
casually walk through the market district, tossing one of my dragon scales up in the air as though it were a coin, and then look over. Oh, Xana! Hey, how you doing this fine morning? Just got done killing a dragon. It's been a fun day.
You know what? I almost expected you to say, Xana, girl, why you working?
God damn.
So in
You know what?
Forge,
I like what he said better. I'm going with that.
Yeah.
No!
So Forge Night is currently there's small rays of light. You can hear distant people either shouting, barking of dogs. The city slowly going back to its daily routine. In the market district, it's basically wet, except for the surrounding area, the 20 feet square of Xana and Blip. As you can see, there's a small bubble, and they're just kind of having this breakfast in the middle of nowhere. And you see Xana looking a bit displeased with your appearance, and Blip looks quite excited. Less
bro?
eyeing
How
you,
you
more
doing?
eyeing the scale.
Yeah, it's been one of those days. How you doing, girl? Well, been a minute. Good to see you.
She kind of leans back in her chair and just kind of. I've been doing quite well this morning and this night until I guess you showed up.
Oh,
and
I know.
again, not really. Congratulations on slaying the dragon.
Oh, girl, how you gonna be like that? Yeah, I thought we were friends.
I can't. I just can't.
She just kind of how do I say this? She kind of just extends her hand at the opposite side of the table. Well, I would invite you to take a seat, but sadly you don't really have a orifice to consume anything, do you?
Well, I got the bees, but I'm actually a little bit busy too. Fancy
Smears it against the display.
of all the places in all the world. Run into you, here in Forge Night Market. Great place for a dreary morning breakfast, I suppose.
Your cat has something to say about that.
Yes, he am's mad.
It's actually a secret relationship with Lena.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no! No!
Oh,
way.
he reacted.
No fucking NTR! This is no NTR zone, I swear to fucking god, I'll shoot
I'm talking
someone.
in character for fuck's sake.
I know, still. With that being said and done, I forgot what Omnia said, fuck.
How you gonna be like that, girl? I thought we were friends.
I mean... We're kinda aren't... It's a really confusing place, because... First you came all passive-aggressively towards me, and now we're friends, supposedly.
And I look over at Blip like, she tripping. This is my girl Xana. We were, running around with Lecter. It's.
Oh God, tell me when it's over.
Oh my god. Blip says nothing, but you can see he has this sly grin of like he's kinda enjoying this conversation between you and Xana, but says nothing and maintains an eye contact to Xana just in case she looks at him.
He is the smart one.
Oh yes, he
He's
is.
always the smart one. Like, usually the ones with the biggest charisma are the ones they're doing, and as far as I know, he's a warlock.
Uh-huh. So, what business are you here to conduct, my Warforged friend?
Oh, a little material science research. Figure advance the Nornian civilization's understanding of arcane. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Your dragon skills. Let's go with that. I'm here to make a buck.
She tries to make an argument, she just kind of lets her hand down on the table. I guess good luck with that endeavor.
Hey, thank you. Your concern really means a lot. Well-wishing, I really appreciate that. Well, I'll leave you to your wonderful, dreary morning breakfast. I gotta go see a person about a sale and find some oil. Anyway, Blip, it's been a pleasure. Hope to run into you again. Xana, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Blip just says, it's been a pleasure, my dude, and Lena says nothing, just kind of, not Lena, Xana just kind of nods slightly and gives you a polite smile.
Yeah, see, now there's that beautiful smile. All right, you have a great day. Walk away.
I've been thinking about what I said in the past 10 minutes, and I'm slowly regretting everything. Because I'm just like, I'm not gonna say that because my brain is fucked. But yeah. So you're gonna go back to Savannah and just be like, hey!
Yep. Go back to Savannah's, knock on the door.
You just hear the sudden footsteps, and she just goes, I spy with my little eyes something big and metallic, and the doors swing wide open, and you see her in her usual, well, actually the same clothes you saw the first time you ever saw her back in Nilham all those days ago, weeks ago actually, and she kind of just eyes you. So,
Top of the morning.
I'm guessing you want something as well now?
Is it over?
Actually,
Yes.
Never mind. Oh wait, it is? Okay.
Actually, I brought you a gift. And I hand her one of the dragon scales.
She kind of takes it and she just kind of looks at it. A
It's
scale.
an interesting material. Test out its mechanical properties there. It came from a giant flying acid-breathing cat. Technically a dragon.
First of all, what's a dragon? Second of all, a cat?
That's one. It's about the easiest way to describe it to somebody who has. So imagine like really angry cat lizard, but like 100 feet tall, and it breathes acid, and it can fly.
You can see her eye immediately shift into her gaze immediately just locks with yours, and she kind of squints her eyes, and she looks a bit with
Wait, hold on.
disgust.
Hollow projection.
You have a screen that. Okay.
World Star time.
What are these? Poof.
Yeah, you basically replay everything, and she's like, "Oh, well, shit. Okay, all right. Also, are your cats scaly?"
Well, I mean, it's a. So I'm trying to like draw comparisons between things you would know and then what it is, because this place is not seeming a lot of the arcade.
Mentally.
Yeah.
Ah.
Also, they kind of act like cats.
Noted. So, guess.
But yeah, I brought you one of those. I got another one. Wanted to see about picking up a whole bunch of high-grade oil if possible. Seemed like a great place for it.
You want?
I got some people I got to bring back to life. It's been a day.
She kind of looks at you confused. Oil to bring people back?
Magic is weird.
What kind of oil? Refined oil? Baking oil? What?
The high quality oil in general. I don't really think the spell gets too specific. I also got to hit the market to buy some herbs too, but
Okay. And she just kind of goes to her drawer, and you just, as soon as she opens the drawer, just a bunch of stuff just fucking falls onto the ground, and she starts just like picking clothes and just shoving them aside, and she gets this small green box that has the insignia of the Nornian military. Could you be a darling and give this to Ken?
yeah, not a problem. I'm assuming you want it left closed until he gets it, right? I can't see what it is, because I'm curious.
She just kind of opens it up. From my observation, it's like a scope, and you can see it's similar. It looks like a scope that you saw Ken have, like almost the same one, like on the Mark II, but its lens are a lot more darker and has this slight shade of green.
Huh. You guys make the most interesting and intricate looking pieces of kit. I have no idea how any of it works, though.
And she kind of closes the box. And just kind of gives it to you, and it's not a big box. It's more like like a bread loaf, like a small box. As for the oil, he just kind of looks a bit like dumbfounded. She just starts counting. Can you come back in like 4 hours by the engineering guild so I can just give you like a barrel?
Yeah, can do.
Great.
Be back here in 4 hours or so. Awesome. Also, and I toss her the other dragon scale. First one was a gift. Second one is payment, and I really suggest that you guys look into the mechanical properties of that, because may or may not have a little bit more you can bring by this way. I'll have to talk to the rest of them. That's in Lecter's hands.
Oh, believe me, we have a lot.
And she just kind of takes it and just, I guess, closes the door and just kind of waves you goodbye.
Yep. Step a couple of steps away from the door, and then teleport back to the group.
Oh, you're not even gonna go to the market. You lied. Eh,
Right.
nah, it's fine. It's
Well,
early
I
morning
mean,
anyway.
technically, I don't think I have to, because if you read, the spell requirements are rare oils and unguents worth at least 1,000 gold, which the spell consumes. I do note I'm cheating a bit trying to use mechanical oil, but
Don't worry. Yeah, they're gonna give you some
Whatever
fucking oil.
works.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Ken.
Yes.
It's been a wild escalation for the past good 6 or so hours, or technically past 24 hours, from basically chilling on the ship, thinking that you're just gonna help a croc kill a few bears and just get a quick, easy reward, to having the whole volcano explode, not even knowing what a volcano is, then seeing a fucking dragon, then going back into the depths of the island and doing this whole plan, and it's been a lot. Um, so you've less been focused on leading. How does it? You've been less leading the path to where to go to be more discreet, because Lena basically guided you by the pain she inflicted to your shoulders with her claws. But after some time, you found yourself a nice place in the darkness that has been sheltered from the outside and was warm and cozy. Um, and yeah, fucked. And
Get fucked, boy.
and
That's the worst
eventually,
way to say it.
and eventually, you wake up to the first rays of light, and you see the first thing you see is Lena on the ground with you. The second thing you see is a lot of bookcases filled with books. The third thing you see is a lot of books on the ground that have been assembled but now are basically uh, misplaced on the ground. And the fourth, you see a white dragonborn sleeping in like this makeshift hammock, occasionally just giving a snore indicating that he is alive.
What did you do
gonna-
to that dragonborn?
I'm gonna slightly try and nudge Lena awake as quietly as possible. Because I think we've.
Okay.
And if she does, it's like,
Okay, so
Wrong.
the first thing you noticed, right? You know how you agitate a cat or like wake up a cat, and the first thing you see in its eyes are like the slits.
Third eyelid?
No, like
Yeah.
the slits,
No.
and then immediately it goes like the normal, like full
Yeah.
stretch out. That's pretty much what you see for a second. Yeah.
as soon as she starts, I put my finger up against my eyes into the. And then I slowly point towards the dragonborn site. And then mouth very whisperly say, I think it's time to leave.
Yeah. You recognize this place as the library that is missing half of its library building. And you basically are a good 15 feet away from the actual cutaway point to the actual outside. And the dragonborn is sleeping like in the corner in a hammock that he has just been makeshifted. And he's just
Yeah.
sleeping, and he is like good 10 feet away from you, sleeping way above you. He's just like.
We're gonna just try and, stealth out of this situation here.
Are you gonna get dressed first?
I'm assuming we would at least get some form of pants on first.
All that literature stain. Lecture's
No,
eyes.
not the books. Lecture's eyes.
As far as we
leaking.
know, he doesn't know.
I feel a disturbance in the force.
Somebody fucked the book. Why?
Well, now you could have some kind of association for pornography novels.
Nah.
Like I said, in case some shit goes bad at some point, I'm just gonna multi-class into Bard.
And one of those books was a book of recording.
Yes. I still have the title written
Don't
down.
give him
somewhere.
ideas. God damn.
Do you seriously think I don't
am.
have these ideas already?
So yeah.
Actually, a book of recording
I'm
sounds
gonna
awesome.
put down a couple. I'm gonna put down like 10 gold in a discreet corner as we leave.
Okay.
just there.
Yeah. 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 You basically see, like, you know, the first thing you see, and your reflexes immediately go for the gun as you exit the library, just through the open wall that is non-existent. You just see a giant ass dead dragon to your right, and you're like, oh fuck! Oh wait, I killed it. Never mind. But
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, you make it out without any stealth checks, cause goddamn, I'm not gonna be that rude.
Yet.
Yeah.
Like I said, the concept exists.
I put 10 gold in a corner. You'll find it.
Okay. So. Yeah. So Rog.
Then I'm gonna go find people.
Yeah. Well, technically, Gable and Zvita are just chilling by the campfire. Same with Kirai. I mean, depends if Kirai is still cooking his meat with those 10 pounds. Lecter is probably still by the campfire, just
Yes.
doing notes.
Just making sure that he doesn't die on the spot. I mean, if he were to die now, I can't do anything about it, but it will certainly be noted.
Well, after that cooking and gathered the 10 pounds, I would just sit back over at the campfire. So what's her next objective? A bigger ship?
Depends on whether Jack accepts it or not. As far as I know, we still have a backup crew. I'm looking over to Zan.
He kind of. Wait, Dan is missing. He's on the boat. I forgot. The only people here are Zvita and Gable.
Oh, it was Gable, of course. Mentally, I was at Zan. Sorry.
Yeah. You can literally message Zan, right, Zan? What?
Just out of
What are you talking
context.
about?
Yeah, literally out of context. I'm actually gonna try that. Like, trying to message Zan. Do you still have access to that ghost crew?
But we need a bigger boat.
Another message that may resolve itself soon.
Excellent.
So am I
I'm-
done
one
with
more
the
message.
chickens at the boat now?
Yep. Yeah. You.
Lecter, you want to go talk to the higher ups real quick?
I will later. One last message to Zan. What kind of ship size would you need?
Galleon? No?
Galleon, trade
No.
ship, warship.
There's a silence. Never really seen limits, but I handled bigger ships than ones on this shore.
Good to know.
So a brig.
No, not like we're talking the whole coast, not this. Like the shore includes the galleon.
Let's get the biggest ship.
I'm sure we can pay them for some fun stuff.
Don't know how much.
Let's get the Titanic.
You see,
Compared
we
to
are
most,
we are
compared to-
commissioning a ship.
Also, Kirai, a brig is smaller than a galleon.
Yeah, I just remembered.
It's a commercial sailing
Okay.
vessel.
Okay. He played TFE, he knows.
Yeah, it just keeps getting mixed up.
Alrighty.
That's it.
So yeah, Ken, you basically see Lecter with Kilroy, Lecter just examining. With each bite, you see Lecter just scribbling a few notes and just looking back at Kilroy, scribbling back.
Turning over the page.
Yeah, yeah, you see just kind of Gable and just Zvida together, just chilling by the fire as well. And yeah, the rest are missing. From Ken's perspective.
Could have at least asked where the fuck Zan went.
Hey, he did
I
respond
didn't.
saying where Zan went.
I didn't ask.
Depends on the ship.
Because Kilroy knows.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Whee. So what's the deal, my dudes? Because Omnius is probably back. Where's-
After taking the chickens back to the ship and basically feeding them if needed and taking a bit care of them, I skedaddle back to Lecter.
with the Warg?
Of course, with the Warwolf,
Hell yeah.
Warhound.
Let's go.
Are you sure you don't scuttle?
Hmm?
It's specifically skedaddling, not shuffling or scuttling or.
No.
I'm,
I
I'm-
want-
I'm- I'm-
I have some stuff to take care of. Business first. So I'm going to the speed of a gallop.
How much gold did we get in Lecter for that crocodile?
I'm sorry, could you repeat
How
that?
much gold did we get from that crocodile?
If
I don't
recall
think they had
correctly,
time to pay us, did they?
They did pay us.
Okay.
Pretty sure, at least. I think it was like 150 or something.
500 for the croc.
500, thank you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Everything put together. 500 for us. Like 500 for that. 7,000 from you. Plus a few external resources. This, and I'm pointing in the direction of the shelter with the extra stuff. And everything we have in stocked in pearls. I'm pretty sure we can get whatever ship we want right now.
Kilroy, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy.
About 5 feet above you, as you're sitting, you just suddenly see a small sphere appear in the shape of an eye and just looking at you.
Lecter, can I see your piece of paper?
Which one? This one?
Brand new
This
page.
head. Okay, I guess. Still have 243 left.
What are you gonna
Middle
do?
finger.
Lecter, he asked for your middle finger.
Oh, that part. Of course. I'll give him the finger.
Honestly,
Keeping out of the distance of that ball, I'm just gonna
I'll be
Right.
honest.
By the way, I
Remain
should
watch
mention,
and then hand a piece of paper with the middle
I'm giving
finger
him the
back at
finger in the most, in the worst way possible. I'm literally just pointing
Oh, I
my
would
hand
just-
his
I would
direction,
think
middle finger
point at him.
extended.
I was just thinking the same way.
Yeah.
Pull my finger.
Yeah. Basically, handing you the finger, here, take it.
I'll take it
Usual,
off and then
usual system, I need it back, but by now you should know this.
making sure the ball thing can't see and is going right. We're being watched, and hand it back.
The fun thing is that I
With the
can decide
paper.
what you're writing in. So theoretically, I could say you're writing in white, on a white piece of paper. Nah,
Oh, I thought you meant physically what the words that was being written.
no, I can't change what he's writing, but I can choose when it disappears, and what color it's written in. So theoretically, I could literally make like
Disappearing ink.
disappearing ink or some shit like neon colors while it's written.
I would hand it back to Lecter, so he would read it.
Okay.
So, Omnius, are you present?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
He's omnipresent.
I didn't want to make the joke.
That's actually the fun thing is that's actually correct.
That's why I made the joke.
It's correct in a multitude of different senses.
So, yeah. You see?
Well, I'm
you
back
see-
now, right?
Yep.
Ken.
Do I hear him?
Don't make
Yeah.
me come looking for
Yeah.
ya. I go to Ken.
Are we rich enough for those kinds of ships yet? Don't think so.
Perhaps.
Oh,
Oh, immediately. So,
I go to Ken. I give Ken the new scope.
Ken, you've been handed a fucking green
Yeah.
box that says fucking Northern military, and you're like, oh
Ooh.
no, he robbed another vault.
Wait, what did you do this time?
I did it again.
What? No. No. I specifically told you not to.
Yeah, well, you know, I got bored.
Ugh.
Actually, Savannah gave me that to give to you.
Oh, thank God. I open it and inspect the scope.
So you didn't realize what the fuck it is? Well, it looks like a scope, but it's nothing different. And then-
Whatever it is.
And then you realize, just reading the small text under, like, under the part where the scope is mounted to the gun, you see that it is inscribed NVG prototype 0.2.
Huh. Do I know exactly what that is?
I have a quick question. Do you have the soldier background?
Yes.
Okay, you would know that NVG stands for night vision goggles. But again, since there's a single scope, it's night vision goggle.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, I see now. All right. Oh well. Thanks for delivering it to me. We'll make good work of this. Good use of this. So I pocket it. Continue. We'll find Lecter.
Oh shit.
Hey, Lecter!
Hmm?
We're talking about finding a way to get that new ship.
I think we have enough payment sources for this. Rog and I were busy.
Oh, just let me know when we're all going to go and bargain for one.
Once I see whether Kirai dies or not.
You're right.
Give
you're
it like
right.
10 more minutes, and after that we can.
I mean,
confront
you're
Justice
just eating this food. It's pretty delicious. There's no side effects. It's like, delicious.
Rog
Still have
arrives.
to make sure.
Ken, you want the dragon?
Can I arrive now?
Yes.
Okay, because I wanted to talk about this for a while now. Kirai, are you actually eating that?
It's a lot better than what it looks like.
You sure?
It's salted
You're not
meat.
dying?
I asked him the same question multiple times.
almost want to try it just to see if he's like gonna live, but
It does not sound like a good idea.
Well, I'm moving
I
the
know.
pan towards Ken if he wants any.
Lena just kind of sighs and approaches you, Kirai, with a knife, and just slices a piece of the meat and just kind of sticks it and just kind of consumes it. And just kind of looks
Yeah,
at you.
sure.
And just kind of looks at
I have
you,
a
Rog.
sliver.
And just kind of looks at you, Rog, for like a moment and then looks away.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do a better job cooking though.
I called the owl, and
I partake.
You know what? Let's get this over with.
so
No one's
if I
gonna
remember,
have my cooked meat.
if I remember correctly, it's performance plus 10, right? Or was it plus 5?
Yeah, performance plus... No, the owl is a plus 10. So...
Okay, the owl is a plus 10. Let me see my.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, yeah, it's a plus 10, the owl.
Okay, so 31 on on the cooking.
What
I cook
resources?
I cook a few plates of dragon meat with added vegetables, of course. Make it healthy. Some spices.
Health
Okay,
is just secondary.
Give me a second.
Wonder if Sweeta's gonna want some when she wakes up. Get subtle revenge.
She'll just take a bite out of the
It
dragon
looks,
directly.
it looks absolutely fucking delicious. It is
That's your
perfected.
I can't even eat that.
Yeah, it is fucking perfected, my good sir. Yeah, and I guess
It's a really good roll.
give me a second, and I'm gonna just quickly
Oh no! What did Autonomous roll for?
Oh no.
give me a second. So yeah, yeah, it smells delicious. It looks delicious. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. Let's see, what else can I do? Where is it? I'm looking for a specific. You know what? This will work. You know what? This will work. Okay.
Hey, since we're all here, let's talk about getting a bigger ship.
Yeah.
There are some people missing for this, honestly, especially Jack.
Hey, they are
Probably.
taking care of the ship right now, so.
Are
Yeah,
the
but
weapons?
The question
starting
is,
to-
are they currently taking care of a ship that they won't need anymore?
Hey, if they keep it up and maintained, we could sell it too. They're
So,
gonna
yeah.
need some more ships here.
What's the current state of the ship?
Oh, we can keep the ship and have two.
That
We
also
have two
works.
ships to manage.
I mean, Jack
More
could
stowaways, practically.
Gable just kind of looks at you, Lecter. I mean, doesn't one of your companions can just manage a whole ship on
Mhm.
itself?
He certainly can.
So
we could basically have a legion of ships. Well, legion of ships. I mean, you know
the
what I
more
mean.
ships we have, the more complicated it's going to get.
I don't think we're
True.
gonna get attacked though. That's for sure. Ever.
Omnius? Not Omnius. Never mind. Rog.
Yeah, my
Rog.
thing's already taken care of.
Yeah,
Yes?
Rog. So yeah, it's fucking. It looks delicious. It's basically looks like pork, but a lot more. I mean, it's darkish brown. It looks like something has been like. If you wouldn't know, you would think it's deeply overly caramelized pork. That kind of coloration.
Ooh. Once I'm done cooking it, then making the plates to the amount of specific people in the current vicinity, robots included, accidentally, I'm gonna take a bite of
Alright.
the meal.
So yeah.
Ow.
I guess.
Ooh, I'm pretty good at this.
I guess Ken, Lena, Kirai, Lector, Omnius, and of course Gable and Zvira. Um, so, um, so yeah, everybody just gets handed a plate and a piece of the uh, of the rocks cooking, and it's pretty delicious. And yeah, you see everybody is satisfied, Rock, and then I guess you take
KFC Rock strikes again.
It's not chicken.
yeah, it's not chicken, my dude. It's not chicken.
Potato.
It's a fine lizard.
Oh god. Yeah, it's a
As opposed to normal KFC.
I mean, lizard and birds are pretty close in taste, if I remember correctly.
No.
so
Uh, you,
Rock,
apparently, somebody compared the anaconda meat to chicken.
Rock,
You can compare everything.
Rock, please.
Yeah, it's true.
Rock, please roll me a con save.
I mean, he's a barbarian. This is.
Watch me get a nat one.
Oh no.
Dies.
It's a con save, right?
Yes, I think that's what he said.
Do I even have? No, I don't have advantage on.
It's a straight roll.
My cat won't shut up. I put him outside. He just
It's a
screams.
check or a save.
Save.
Did you say check?
19.
It tastes
Look at this
delicious.
guy.
It tastes delicious, but for a moment it felt like you just ate a bit of stone, and for a moment you start to feel a bit more. How do I say this? Like less flexible, and then you kind of just shake off that feeling and you kind of feel better. You felt like you just something odd was happening with you for a moment, but you're fine now.
Guys, just be careful. I still feel weird about that meat.
Everybody's eating the meat, and everybody seems. I mean, I say everybody, but Lecter and Omnis is like literally looking at the plate with a fucking piece of dragon.
Yeah,
piece of-
Just sitting there
I would
like,
think Omnius would
well-
send a swarm of bees at it.
I'm poking it a couple of times with a fork. And I'm like, yeah, it's definitely looks like meat.
You should really get some hornet grubs. Those things eat meat.
Not entirely sure I can change out what I got. That would be interesting, though. I should look into that. Lecter, we should look into this.
That way we
Oh,
can make a "Don't
okay.
disturb the hornet's nest" joke for you.
Actually, Omnius, can't you make like a sort of clone of yourself with another type of insect? Isn't there a thing you can do? If it's bees, maybe ants.
Hey, let's now talk about getting a bigger ship.
Is that a thing I can do? I didn't know I could do that. That'd be neat to try. Again, Lecter, we must look into this.
Also, termites are pretty good
regarding-
builders.
After.
there's just some things that have to be asked overall regarding a bigger ship.
Oh,
Before
actually, I have
we
something I want
look
to do
for
about
one
that before we.
Yeah, before we look into anything specific, this will sound really generic. Anything specifically required?
A forge.
Well, first I need to go hold the marshal's feet over some coals for a little bit and see about extorting him to get some of his dead townspeople back. That should be happening here in about, I think 3.5 hours.
How
Okay.
Can we like wait until after we get the boat
Yeah, I'll come.
before you start doing
How
stuff like
tall
that?
Are you?
Raising
He's
the
doing
dead is
that
kind
part
of
is already that part is
it-
already planned, and we won't get a new ship in 3.5 hours.
I was
was
thinking
good.
more of we don't want to
raising the
extort
dead is
them and
part
then
of
say,
taboo.
"Oh, by the way, we need a boat."
We already have enough pressure on them anyway, both
Omnius.
financially, political, and theoretically also material.
Also, Rag, were you saying
Man.
something about the dead?
Well, yeah, raising the dead. If you didn't know, in some cultures it's considered taboo and disrespectful. For those who have given their lives, it means their efforts were worthless.
They wouldn't have paid for it if they wanted to stay dead.
Bargaining extra cash. And are
Well,
you
sucks
full
for
of
them
money, by the
because
way, on you?
I'm more concerned about using this against the marshal than I am about really the concerns of the deceased. If they don't like it, they can argue with me after the fact.
And, you know,
How-
maybe either they're gonna hunt you or they're just gonna kill themselves. I've seen it happen before.
Well, I'll happily put them back in the. I'll happily kill them again if they have some huge concern about it.
I just had a.
What do you mean you can't
Wait.
pay for your resurrection? Kills him again?
Credit card decline.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
How full are you, Omnius, on honey?
Also,
Hold on 1 second. I pull out the dipstick. Actually, full.
so here's the thing, Kirai. Remember,
Go
you
dipstick.
still see the floating orb above you.
Lecter, you still got the paper that I ran on?
Yeah. I mean,
That's to Omnius.
I'll pass it on. What about it?
Paper.
Now
Awesome.
read what's on it.
Do what now?
Read what's on the page.
Oh, yes, read imaginary paper.
Scanning.
No, technically, Kirai wrote that there's a scrying orb above you, above him.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I
what.
read the paper.
That's what.
And then you see for a moment the screen that my little face comes on, a brief shimmer of purple through it, like just like a frame refresh.
Mhm.
And that's as I've cast Detect Magic on myself.
Alrighty. Yeah, you do see a nice little orb above
Could I have that piece of paper back?
Kirai. Once over, you see some sort of creature on its shoulder that reeks of divination magic.
Huh. You know what would be a good thing to do right now, guys? Let's go kill all humans. Anybody down to kill all humans? I say we kill all humans.
As a human, I
turns like
resent
one-
that.
I was gonna say we literally have humans on the ship.
2 humans.
Well,
Yeah.
not them.
Human.
Okay, most humans.
What are you even referencing?
Still, could
I'll
I
just
have
go
the
with
piece
it
of
for a
paper
minute.
back, please? Thank
I
you.
hand the piece of paper to Lecter, and I looked her out.
Writing
Just go with
vanished.
it, and you see my face become a little winky eye.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't mind as
I'll
long
take
as
some
they're
paper.
not part of my tribe.
Humans are
You
part
know, a
of this
little bit
tribe?
of genocide in the afternoon sounds great.
I'm just confused, but I'm following.
And I'm gonna keep going on with this absurd line of conversation until the scrying orb goes away.
So, killing humans, yay! So after 2 minutes of ranting about how humans oppress the Warforged class and you need the revolution,
We must seize the means of production.
the scrying orb fades.
God, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore.
I
Alright.
actually wonder who you just did.
I have
Okay, I love that
three
meme.
theories. Whatever. Yeah.
Revolution has begun.
A few seconds after it goes away, I immediately drop the act. It's like,
So,
all right. Anyway, enough of that silliness. A little
Uh,
bit of misdirection there for somebody who was watching us.
I mean, he was right.
I mean, here's the thing. Also, you see the thing on the Kilroy shoulder. is moving around like a cat, and it reeks of fucking divination. How do I say it reeks? Imagine of like its equivalent to scrying orb is like the
It pollutes the air with divination magic.
No. The scrying orb is like your phone on the lowest brightness setting, and the fucking thing on Kirai's shoulder is on the brightest.
It glows. It gives off.
I would think radioactivity.
Also, Lector, fun fact.
Hmm.
Occasionally, you just start to hear a clicking sound from within yourself.
The fuck? Okay.
Remember?
It's a
Precision?
bomb!
The very
Uh,
precision, what you got? Something that detects high levels of
Fuck.
magic. And it just goes like "Krrk," and just stops, and then "Krrk," it just stops.
Would I
and
hear
it-
it? Too?
Yeah, you can hear it, and you can see as
What
soon
the
as
fuck?
as your companion comes a bit closer to Lecter, Emil just goes. "Krrk."
Does it go silent or
I'm
does it get
sorry.
louder?
I'm sorry. Give me a moment.
going on, Lecter?
Omnius, could you help me over here?
Revolution.
Yeah, what you need, buddy?
revolution.
How quickly can you teleport?
About 6 seconds each way.
Bring as many scales and other valuable resources as far away from here as possible. The shelter's over there, open access.
Hold on.
What was that last part?
I got something.
The shelter is over there, open access to you. Go
So
in there,
just
get
get
as
it
much
out of
shit
here.
wherever you want it.
Ki-
Just
wh-
away from here.
Kirai wanted to say something. What is it, Kirai?
I will do banishment on Lecter. Charisma 17 if he's just going to fail automatically. He can
I
choose
will.
That's 1/5 level.
I'm in the middle of
I'll
conversation with
Lord.
Lecter, not
Yeah,
saying
I'm
anything.
just getting
He
deleted.
just
Well, I'm right next
disappears
to
like
him.
Do I see Kilroy casting this spell?
19.
I mean, you kind of were paying attention to just Lecter freaking out and just fucking. And
And
Kirai.
then I'll do.
I succeeded on the.
dimension
I succeeded on the
4
saving
times.
throw.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wait a second. What did you do?
You can choose to fail.
I'm not choosing to fail. Why
was
would I
gonna
choose to
send you down to
fail?
the bottom of the ocean.
I don't want to be at the bottom of the ocean, for fuck's sake.
Kilroy, your compulsion is inadequate.
I'm sorry, Kirai. I don't know what that just was, and honestly, I
Oh
don't have the
my
nerves right now to
god!
deal with it.
I just realized what Kirai tried to do. Oh god.
What's
one
going on,
concept.
guys?
Remember that
Yeah,
thing
normally
about
I'm-
islands appearing and disappearing? I'm getting
Are you
traces.
Are you saying that this iron's gonna?
I don't know.
How big?
let's
of
get the fuck outta
banishment
here.
can I do?
Let's get the
Huh?
fuck out of here.
How big of a banishment I can do?
Depends on the spell slot. One extra creature per spell slot above it. So maximum of 3 creatures at once. Twin
Does
spell
that
up to 6.
include the dragon?
The dragon is not a creature anymore.
Yeah.
It's an item.
It's an array of items now that we took it apart.
So yeah, but here's
Okay, so what is going on?
We may be sitting on a time bomb. I would
Oh.
recommend that we delay the part about, well, buying a bigger ship to the point where we actually are sure that we are still alive.
All right.
Please, for
Okay,
the
I'll-
moment.
So we
I'm getting
need to
back.
get the fuck out.
For now, yes, I would like to spend the afternoon on the waters.
I get the dragon webbing and I basically knapsack all I
Get-
can.
Let's get to the ship and get out here. Out of here then.
Yeah,
Hold on,
Omnius, you
is-
know what I want you to do.
Item?
can do.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Wait, if someone
so
holds the dragon, can I banish them with the item? Like, just grapple on. Would that go away?
When I said item, I meant it as like a landmass or a huge boulder.
okay, so
Can you banish a mountain?
No,
No.
no, no, no. Sorry, Kirai.
Just banish a fortress.
Everybody just got so fucking agitated.
Yep.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I as soon as I heard beeping and hey, this happens, I just remembered what it was. But now I'm using the dragon wing webbing as the basic for a knapsack. Just
But yeah.
over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, Electro. As soon as you stand up,
So we're all going.
you're
We're
going.
leaving.
Yeah. It doesn't ring anymore. It just stopped.
I'm still evacuating for now.
Yes, I know. I know.
I don't have to tell them that it stopped.
I mean, technically they couldn't hear it if you really like were close.
If we paid
okay.
attention.
Yeah.
For the
yeah.
current point, I
so-
would recommend that evacuating the island is a good idea.
So Omnius,
This may have some consequences.
Omnius, where are you gonna
Wait. Lecter. Doesn't that thing ring when something appears too?
That's the problem. I don't know if it appears or disappears.
Oh boy.
Theoretically, there could be a new island in a few seconds. Theoretically, this one could be gone.
I mean, technically yes, but also remember, you did know that when you were on Norn and when you met I forgot what his name was. Fuck. But when you met the priest at the when you met the priest,
Kevin?
Devin, yeah. And he used the what was the game? Pillar flame spell. Your thing ticked off as well, so it doesn't tick off only on islands. It ticks off on the higher levels of magic.
Whatever it is,
Yes, I know.
right now, evacuating.
Yeah,
We can search for the details later.
So every one of you is fucking
I'll just run.
running.
Actually,
I try and grab some of the stuff.
yeah, no, I think wouldn't we just be like everybody get all that you can from the pile and just book it to the ship?
Yeah, just like a handful and just.
Well, I'll grab our whatever we did, but then what is Omnius is like just taking bits and pieces, whatever he can grab, and then poofing them somewhere.
Ken,
Is that what
where's
he's
your
doing?
capybara thing?
I call out. I just call out for the thing.
It is not
Whistling.
responding. It is not responding.
Shit. But where did we see him last?
I mean, he was with the birds, but I think the bird ditched him. Do you want me to give you more the warhound so you can sniff him out?
Well, I need to know his last location too. So
The wolf knows the last location, so just follow the wolf.
all right, I'm gonna go and try and see if I can't do that.
I'm basically telling the wolf to go with Ken.
I was thinking about going to the lake.
Do it fast.
Trying to grab a couple of
So
nails.
you basically acquire everything that you salvage except for the whole claw. You made it to the ship.
I mean, we partially took it apart, so we got some of the scales and shit.
Yeah. So you basically.
I mean,
approach the ship.
isn't Omnius gonna
Yeah, he's
basically
walking
teleport
around.
most of the crap?
The
we
meat
did
is going to be
get?
the most difficult part, but
Forget the meat.
yeah, that's
Hey,
lowest
I'm
priority.
So yeah. You're just
Non-perishables have priority.
you're just you're just rushing and you're running off and then you just see Jack just chilling, smoking a pipe and just watching you compete
Jack
while
is
you're
right.
running. So I guess
Why are you running? Why are you running?
We will be leaving the moment that Ken arrives on the ship. The Geiger counter has informed me that it may be possible that this island is disappearing, even though it has been classified as a permanent island.
Oh no. It kind
Jack.
of takes.
I
a
would
fucking
recommend you
whip.
to get ready.
I take a whip. Jack takes a fucking whip and just gives a sharp whistle and just yells, "We are leaving!"
Joe, why?
God
You know
damn.
he's gonna leave it without
Run.
Ken.
I mean, people need to like This fucking music is too fucking. This ambience is too stupid.
Too
Come on,
calm.
put some stressful music.
No, because this is literally you're basically looking over.
Can I see if I can't find it?
Uh,
Capybara.
what are you looking for?
I'm following where the hound is. The hound
Yeah.
knows,
Uh,
apparently knows where it was, and
No.
then can do the
well,
sniff.
Hound helping.
technically, the hound would go back to the ship, to the boat.
Oh,
So
don't tell me it. So is it there?
Yes, you find him under the table you worked on.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, good.
So yeah.
I
Those
have a
sounds like what I
recommendation
So
for
af-
music for the moment.
We
So-
are now leaving.
Yeah. After a few minutes, you leave Green Shade in a rush.
If there's
I
no
would've
sign
done
until
an
the
object to walk
afternoon, we
push
will be
us.
returning.
Kirai, where are you at this very moment?
On the ship.
Yes, but where specifically?
Where the wheel is, just look in the back, doing eminent object to get water to push us again.
Okay. You see your companion slowly just go off this, like, on the rails. It's gonna go towards Elector. And you see, as soon as he gets closer to Elector, you just suddenly hear the chattering, just like it's like. It's just like, just like that hint, and just a bit more, just like intense.
At that moment, I would just drop the eminent object. You keep getting too close. Ah!
What? What? What is going on? I don't know why, but I just assumed that we just dropped all of the dragon resources like around the main mast.
Yeah.
We just have this one giant pile of dragon shit and
Oh,
just
and the
everything-
weapons. Let's not forget the weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, at this point, weapons would be start to crumbling into like smaller pieces.
You know, I expected this. Ken,
Ken?
it happened.
Yeah. So, Kirai, what do you wanna say? Let's see.
When I said, why you get too close, Elector? Get away from me, please.
Your companion walks away from Lector, and Lector, your immediate buzzing ends.
Okay, what was that?
Oh, I'll be right back.
Looks at Omnius. I guess you saw it.
Okay.
I'm not there.
Yeah, he's not
Two
there.
things.
You all ran for the boat, and I like sauntered over to the shelter with all the dragon parts, and just like as you guys are frantically like I'm just okay. Shrugs. All right.
Victor, false alarm.
We will see. Like I said, if nothing happens by later today, I'm sure we can work this out. For now, I will say though, even if this was a false alarm, first, this proves that we're capable of evacuating quickly. Thank you. And second, I think out here on the ship is a perfect place to discuss this because first, everyone's here. Second, we have the opinion of the captain right here, and third, nobody's going to disturb us.
Hey,
So,
then I would have
everyone,
companion walk on the other side.
board meeting will be in 20 minutes. I'll be finishing off something until then. How about we discuss things about a new ship?
Alrighty. So, with that being said and done, I think it's a good time to end it because it's been 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I want to go now.
Go.
Like, it's
Probably
getting
a
worse.
good idea.
So yeah, my good sirs, you got exactly 15 seconds to say whatever the fuck you want before I shut down the stream with no fucking survivors.
This life is pain.
Yes. Also, next session, session 40.
Woo!
It's already there.
Oh yeah.
Made it.
Oh god. Woo! And